Go to MikeyT33 YouTube.
Oh, you're doing it there? I guess I wouldn't have it brought up. Oh, you're doing it there?
Oh.
Oh. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You sound
I guess
okay.
I wouldn't have it brought up.
Oh.
Oh, you're doing it there?
Oh.
Oh. Am I going to post on your Discord? Or a bad thing?
You sound
I
okay.
guess I wouldn't have it.
Oh.
Oh, you're doing it there?
Oh.
Oh. Am I going to post on your Discord? Or a bad thing?
You sound
I guess
okay.
I wouldn't have it.
Oh.
Okay.
So now we're like double audioing everywhere.
Oh, really?
I just got an echo.
Oh, we're on the Streamvoid podcast. Why'd you tell me you went to Mikey T's YouTube?
Oh, I switched my account.
Oh, I thought you meant you went live on your
no.
account. Okay. Oh. Oh, I didn't see this. Oh. Oh, I never even thought about this.
What's that?
This epic thing.
Oh.
I literally watched, I don't know why, but it came up on TikTok. A guy was talking about how that they're putting alternate app stores on iOS. And I was like, oh, okay, interesting. But I never thought of
Colton.
Epic. Colton? Never heard of him. Excuse me.
Do I turn on broadcast? Because I'm a little bit sniffly today for whatever reason.
What does that mean?
I can turn on NVIDIA broadcast. I cut out the noise, but I don't know.
Meh.
It really cuts out on the quality as well.
Just whatever. Just lean away if you're going to be snarfing.
And Alton Parsons commented on my Curse to Golf video.
A different Parsons?
Yeah, Alton.
Insane.
I know.
All right, we're on the Twitch.
We're on the Twitch.
What do we sound like?
We sound okay.
Sound pretty good.
We sound pretty fine.
I'll allow it.
I think that's because I blue screened the other computer, so it rebooted it and got rid of the demon voice.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you can go ahead and not.
Apparently, they do 2 Royal Rumbles now at Royal Rumble pay-per-view. There's a men's and a ladies Royal Rumble, and I was like, wow, there's enough women wrestlers to do a
yeah,
a ladies Rumble. That's crazy.
Peakscat. Oh,
Peakscat. Welcome in.
What is it? Muscles and Fame.
You should open a pizza restaurant and just call it Pizza. Is that your
Muscles
phone?
and Mayhem? Yeah,
Muscles and Mayhem. What's Muscles and Mayhem?
Is the unofficial American Gladiators documentary.
Oh yeah, there's a new American Gladiators show too.
Is there?
Yeah,
Oh.
I saw it somewhere. Maybe it's on Prime. I was like, well, it will be too slickly produced for me to watch it, I think.
Yeah,
Hefe posted a pic Okay, are we back now?
We're back now.
He just randomly clicks buttons around until something happens.
Well, I just automatically started. I turned the audio off to my headphones, but when we're doing the podcast, the headphones output and the HD60 output switch, so that the HD60 is the main output instead of my headphones. So it turn the output off.
Nicely done.
Very good. Very good. Going to the Pizza Hut. And then we're gonna do the thing where we run around the ring and we do the WWW Vince McMahon Slam.
Vince McMahon Slam. Is that what that move is called?
Yeah, the WWW Vince McMahon Slam.
Classic maneuver. Just fucked up here, or what's the deal? Oh yeah, one of the things on this subathon, even though we're live now, not that this person will overhear it, is when they reach 30 subs, they'll turn on the webcam. It's just like, all right.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Pizza Hut. That's like when you would go to like India and there'd be the fake Microsoft store. You'd go to India and there'd be the Pizza Hut. And it would look just like Pizza Hut, but it would be called Pizza Hut. You know what I mean?
Pizza Hut. Yes. I do know.
Are you working today, Pizza Cat?
Are you working today, Pizza Cat? She is, because she went to bed early. Oh, I don't know if you are. You did go to bed early.
Excuse me.
She did go to bed early.
I apologize. Yes. Work is for the birds.
And then I stayed up till 3 a.m.
Thram. At work now. Damn.
Working it. Ooh, working it.
Make sure that you have lots of political discussions at work today. They're good for you and they're good for the people in the place.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. American Gladiator Season 1. This video is unable to be watched in your location.
It's not able to be watched in your location? Why do they show it to you? Football game today? I'm only talking football.
Football!
I've never heard of it. Wow, that...
Oh, my God.
Can that go quieter or what?
Stop it. Just stop. I fixed it.
Okay. It was just like so delayed that you were like, football! And then like 5 seconds later, it's football!
I don't think any of these gladiators are doing roids.
That's unfortunate. Why did you sleep so late, F.A.?
Why'd I sleep late?
Why did you go to bed so late? I think she's asking.
Oh, because I stayed up in my private pal world.
Oh my god. Pal World After Dark. Y'all talking about the Netflix docs about the American Gladiators? I mean, he's mentioned it. Go Lions, says ISO.
ISO.
Oh, shit.
ISO Craft Go Lions. ISO Craft Go Lions.
I don't even know the last time I watched a football game. I don't know the last time I watched a sporting event. Actually, it was probably 2 years ago at Christmas. I watched a few episodes. It's good. There's more than one episode on this documentary. What documentary is it?
Yeah, it's 5 episodes.
Good lord.
Or 6, something like that. They go through like every season and all the shenanigans.
There was one guy from Canada, like Merritt or something, wasn't there? One of the gladiators?
I don't think so. Not yet, anyway.
I don't want 49ers to win, nor the Taylor Swift team. What's the Taylor Swift team? They must be red, right?
They're definitely red.
Speaking of y'all gonna talk about her? Absolutely.
Pop out the chat. I popped it out. Popping out chat.
The name of this episode is Taylor Swift Leaves the Internet. So it says right on your screen.
Literally right on your screen.
Streamvoid podcast episode 157. Taylor Swift leaves the internet. It's a cat.
Yeah, Pizza Cat, our world together is further along than my private world, so I had to speed run to get to where we were in my private world.
Speed run.
Although the pals that I have in my private world are not as good as the pals that we have in our world.
She's still not found on Twitter. That's too bad. Oh, they should just do that for every person in the world, and then Twitter will be done for. That's a good idea. That's a great way to troll Twitter. I'm not actually a Lions fan. I'm a Jets fan.
Go Jets.
When I was a kid, I was a Bengals fan because their name was cool, I guess. I don't know. And then when I actually watched football, like in the early 2000s, like in the NFL 2K Dreamcast era, I was a Vikings fan because I liked Randy Moss and oh God, what was that other guy's name? I'm a Streamvoid pod fan. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you very much.
Randall something or other. I can't remember his name. That was it, really. Oh wait, was he on the Vikings or was he on Green Bay?
The Green Bay Packers?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Just packing it tightly.
Yeah, cheese, not fudge. They're cheese themed.
Cheeseheads.
Yeah.
Cheese wedge heads.
Yeah.
Where are we not live on Facebook? Facebook, Twitch. Where the frig is it?
You have to hit the go live button, don't you? Yeah.
I hate Facebook.
I like Packers and used to like the Patriots. Yeah, I was just a Bengals fan when I was a kid. And then it was the Vikings. I think that was it, really. I always played as the Vikings in NFL football. For 3 years straight, I bought NFL 2K, 2K1, 2K2.
Wow.
They were so
big
good.
Football fan.
No, I didn't like football. Same thing with basketball. I bought the basketball games too. I don't give a shit about basketball. But the games are so fun. I don't like to watch basketball because it's a standard thing. You only have to watch the last 10 seconds of the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I used to be a Julian Edelman simp. I don't know what that is.
2 ahead,
that could be a
tie it up.
Name.
4 ahead, tie it up. 5 ahead, or 6 ahead, tie it up. Yeah. 2 ahead, tie it up.
But he doesn't play anymore, so fuck the Patriots.
Book him. Book him straight.
Yep. But when I was playing NBA, I liked I don't think I had a favorite. I probably just played as I think the Grizzlies were in a game.
Ooh. Old Van City Grizzlies?
Yeah, so I think I played as the Grizzlies. If not, I was probably the Raptors. So. Do I have to bang that thing or something?
No. That's just what it does now.
Thing needs help. What is that?
It's the back fan.
It's geriatric, man.
Those fans are real old. But they're Noctua, so I put them in there.
Because they're white?
No, they're Noctua.
What does that mean?
That's the brand. That's one of the best fans you can possibly buy.
I don't like large ball handball. So does that mean CFL? Is that a CFL reference?
Yeah, that sounds like a CFL reference. Yeah. Large ball handball.
Yeah. I've been to 2 CFL games. Oh, basketball. Yeah. I like to play the games, but yeah, watching them, it's just like you don't have to watch to the last whatever minute. And then that last minute takes 15 minutes to play.
Yeah. Just like timeout. Yeah. Timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Hey. Timeout. We're going to have a timeout here.
I went to a CFL game in Calgary and I went to one in Vancouver. And I've been to NHL games in Vancouver, Calgary, and Toronto. And that's it. Kobe 4-year death anniversary was a few days ago. Oh, that reminds me of a classic DSP joint.
Does it?
Yeah, the day Kobe Bryant died. This is literally something he said on stream. Man, today sucks. Like, Kobe Bryant died and my save got deleted. Could this day get any worse? Especially out here in LA. Big Sag.
Super Sag.
I guess so. Wasn't he a raper, though?
Can't say that word. That's a bad word.
Oh my lord. I mean, the clips are there. It's something he said.
Oh.
Not Kobe, DSP.
Oh.
Yeah.
You mean rapper, right?
Oh, I don't care. Okay, perfect. That's cool.
Yeah.
Sucks he died and his daughter. Yeah, his daughter. Yes, very sad. It does suck he died, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I think we talked about this before, where it was like, I don't think any famous person dying, I would be like torn up by it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's anybody that I would be just like, oh, I can't work today because this person died. I'd just be like, oh, it sucks. I like them, but
yeah.
I don't know them. There's just that distance there. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Any like traditionally famous person, for sure.
I like Shaq Moore, but it was super sad out here when he died. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm trying to think of anyone that I really liked that was like, oh, there's been people that I've been like, what? They're dead? Holy shit, I can't believe it. It is sadder the younger. Like when George Burns dies, I'm like, yeah, he was 100.
He lived his life.
That's okay. But when it's like, oh, that person was only like 30 years old. Oh, that sucks. But I don't give a fuck.
I'm after Solo for all
when Michael Jackson died, I cried. I did not die or cry when Michael Jackson died.
No, me neither.
I was just like, okay, he's gone. That weirdo's gone now. I guess you have to separate the art from the artist, because it seems every artist is a doo-doo head.
Yes.
That does doo-doo head things. You know someone's going to cry when Vince McMahon dies.
15 channel streaming for $1,000 a year.
What?
For every Streamio. You can stream to 15 channels at a time.
Oh, for $1,000?
For $1,000.
That's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, Bobby will die or cry? I don't know. I don't think he likes Vince McMahon.
An error occurred. Please try again later. What?
What's the error?
I don't know. I tried to select a plan.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to make sure it's a 1080p plan, you know?
Yeah, mine is.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
No, you just had the basic one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's probably time.
I got, yeah, then you can switch to OBS. Ditch XSplit. Right in the trash can.
Yeah.
Um,
It's really annoying.
Yeah, dude. You'll still have to do Facebook the same, though.
Facebook.
Yeah. But you can add Kick into the mix.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I remember when Kurt Cobain died, and this was like pre-internet times, basically. So you'd hear about it on like Much Music.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way you hear about it. I remember I told my friend about it, and he was like a big Nirvana fan. He was a bit of a weirdo. I was like, "Did you hear about Kurt Cobain? He unalived himself with a shotgun." See, you didn't see. I didn't say suicide.
Yes.
He unalived himself with a shotgun, and he's like, "I guess that's the way I'm gonna go." I was like, "You're an idiot." Oh my god! And now he's a Seventh-day Adventist.
Oh.
But he was always not very bright, so he came back to the town, and we met up, and just, you know, he was telling me, not trying to get me to be a Seventh-day Adventist or do it, but he's telling me about all of that stuff, and I just was like, how can you believe that shit, dude?
Just like, it's just so believable.
Yeah, I guess so. But that's the answer. It's always, it's faith, so you can't, you just have to believe. That's just
You have
the way
to
it
believe.
goes.
You have to have faith that that's the way.
Yeah, so you just have to believe. It's like, all right, well, good for you, I guess, weirdo.
Yeah. Whatever helps you make it through the 100 years of your life, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's A-okay.
Whatever floats your scrot, I guess.
A scrot float. Hello.
Exactly. Yeah, if
Yeah,
you dip your balls in salt water, they'll float if they're a witch. Just so you know.
Yes. Let me go ahead and like the podcast stream
Okay.
on every single YouTube channel I have.
I would do that, but my computer would run very slowly. I believe in science. Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you, Peacecat, what about this stupid video I kept seeing on TikTok about them detecting surface, like city lights on a planet somewhere? I was like, what? What? I don't think so. So, I don't know if you know anything about what I'm talking about here. But I was like, I gotta ask her about this. This is right up her alley. Nah, it's... Nah, you didn't see it, or nah, it's bullshit. It's baloney.
Ballon.
I mean, I just thought it was baloney anyways. And I was like, well, maybe they can detect, like, not hydrogen, but, like, neon is, if it's, like, powered, it is a different wavelength or something than regular neon. It's going to be 10 degrees here on, like, Tuesday. It's, like, almost that here today.
But centigrade.
I mean, that's the way it is in Edmonton, too.
What?
Centigrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10? It's 10 in Edmonton?
Well, that's what he's saying.
Oh, right.
What are you on here?
Well, I keep forgetting that he's Canadian.
Oh, God. Okay, we're going on a road trip so you can meet him and then you'll remember that he's Canadian. Good Lord. Oh, my God. I apologize, Colton. Please forgive Mikey T.
Yes.
He knows not what he does.
Because it's like almost everybody is American.
I know.
And the few Canadians that are here are from town.
Yeah.
Except for
ISO and Colton. And Epic is Vancouver.
Okay. Didn't know that.
Yep. And is there any other Canadians? Well, Killikopowski, but
of course.
I mean, he's from here too, basically.
Yeah.
And sometimes Jamer Nick will come into the channel, but it's 74 here today. It's hot AF. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope measured the temperature of the Earth-like giant TRAPPIST-1b and found that it is too hot for humans and likely has no atmosphere. 77.
It's 77% nice there?
Yep. No, 77 degrees. She's American.
Yeah, that means
that's the city lights one.
Nice.
Is that what Fahrenheit is? Is it our percentage of niceness?
That's what I've heard.
Oh, I didn't realize. That makes a lot of sense, though.
Yeah.
Actually, I like that.
That I think.
So, like, when it's 100 degrees, you're like, perfect.
It's perfect. It's perfect temperature.
Humans, but they can also be aliens that adapt to that type of weather. But how do they figure there's light?
High energy photons spilling into the atmosphere. Must be.
How do they find that there's city lights? Anyways, you can't even see the fucking planet. All they can see is that when the planet goes in front of the star, it dims it. Like, that's literally like all they can see. So, like, what the fuck?
They got them high powered telescopes.
Yeah, the James Webb, but like still.
No, even higher powered. They can actually see the planet.
Oh, really? No, I don't think so.
Like
we
lights.
Can't even zoom in on the moon, dude. Like, when you see a picture of the moon and you see a little crater, that crater's like a kilometer wide.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yes.
When are we going to colonize Venus? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Never. It's really hot there. It's, you know what? It's 500% nice there. That's how nice it is.
That's way too nice.
It's not light. They used infrared. Okay, but what was the city light shit that they were talking about?
When are we going to colonize Europa?
It's icy there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Astronomers use James Webb's mid-infrared cameras called MRI to look for the planet's thermal emission. Oh my god!
There's lots of big sea monsters on Europa.
You think so?
Oh yeah, we've seen them.
We have? I don't think we have. Oh wait, are you talking like Destiny style here?
Barotrauma.
People take that info and run with it. Yeah. This is the first detection of any form of light emitted by an exoplanet as small and as cool as a rocky planet in our own solar system. Okay, so they saw light was being reflected off the planet, possibly. Clickbait headline. Yeah, exactly.
Extremely.
That's why you don't get your news from TikTok Herb. I didn't get my news from TikTok Herb. As I said, when I first asked you, I was like, this sounds like bullshit. What's the story? I don't get my news from anywhere. I make my own news up. I don't take anything at face value. If I see basically anything, I will double check it because I'm like, there's got to be some fucking bullshit to this. Except when someone tells me something that Trump did, then I'll believe that 100% because every time I've looked into it, it's like, oh, he did do that. Okay, that's cool. Classic Trumpy boy. There's a spacecraft that will orbit Europa. We need to put down a lander on Europa, see what's what. Takes off in 2024. That's this year. Europa would be like Hoth, right?
Maybe? Hoth? Europa? No, Europa's an icy planet.
So's Hoth, dumbass. I thought you liked the Star Wars movies. Do you remember when Hoth?
Right.
Do you remember when Luke crawled into a tauntaun?
Yeah, I kind of vaguely remember
that. Was on Hoth.
Here's a.
Do you remember when Han said, "I thought they smelled bad on the outside"?
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
What's on his face? Doo-doo?
It's just his face.
Yeah. But what's on his face?
No,
that's his 5 o'clock shadow or something?
No. It's just his face.
He looks like he looks like he's on the HGH. And that brown hair color, natural brown. Not at all dyed. There's an echo now. You fucked it up.
That's the other scene. There's no echo now.
Okay.
I could hear it coming through the speakers.
More than likely, there's water on the ice due to pictures being taken by Voyager, where it has a line that has been frozen. It's gone when Vince left. Thank God Vince left.
That scene's not set up properly.
Oh, okay. So they need to send a probe down to Europa with a drill and a water drone to drive around under there.
Yep.
It also has geysers. Ooh, it'll be hot under there. You know what's going to be great is when they go to Europa, they pick up a water sample, they bring it back to Earth, and it descends into the atmosphere, breaks open, drops all that water all over the atmosphere into the ocean, and then we all die.
Yep.
Awesome. That's cool. I like that.
They'll get eaten alive by mud raptors.
Yeah, they'll rapidly evolve.
Yep.
Yep. Mud raptor? What's a mud raptor? Alien virus. Yeah, like in Species. Yeah, and then we all have to have sex with Natasha Henstridge. That sounds pretty good, actually. But like from back then, not now.
Okay.
And it goes around Jupiter in an eclipse, which means the planet contracts, keeping whatever is under the ice warm enough. Ooh.
Warm enough.
It's like egg-shaped.
An egg-shaped moon.
Yep.
It's not a moon. It's an egg.
An egg. Yep. Yeah, it is a moon. I did a whole presentation on this on my geology class in college. Ooh. Check out the big brains on Pixacat.
Big brains.
Yep.
Europa on Steam.
Talking about this since like 2013.
No user reviews. Oh, planned release date.
It's my favorite moon.
2024.
What about a moon pie?
A whoopie?
No, moon pie.
Aren't they the same thing as whoopies?
Are they?
I think so. Moon pies?
I don't know.
Moon pie.
I've not had a moon pie
versus
before. I've also not ever had whatever you're talking about either. So happy they're sending something out there. It's so exciting. Yeah, I like it too.
Moon pie's got a marshmallow center.
I like cream pies, obviously. We know that already.
Yep.
That's like a wagon wheel?
Yeah. Moon pies, marshmallow center,
meal
is sandwiched between soft graham cracker like cookies.
Yeah, that sounds like a wagon wheel. No, thank you.
It sure does.
I don't want a wagon wheel. I ate way too many of those when I was young, and I cannot eat them anymore.
The dessert is encased in a chocolatey coating.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like a wagon wheel.
Sounds a lot like a wagon wheel.
No, thank you. I ate a million of those when I was a kid. My grandma had them all the time. That was like her only
treat.
No, not for her. That was the only thing she like had for the grandkids.
Oh,
coconut cream pie. You know what I haven't had in a while that I'm going to probably buy today? Bugles.
Bugles.
Yeah. Do you remember Bugles?
Of course, I had Bugles not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
How were they?
They were good.
Oh, okay.
Always are.
Are they
Always
like oh, I don't know what your thoughts on are Pringles.
Oh, Pringles. Yeah.
Pringles I can eat like 4 or 5 and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay for now.
Yeah. They're kind of I don't know. They just don't they don't agree with me.
Pringles or Bugles?
Pringles.
Yeah. Okay.
If I smash a can, I'll be like, "Oh god, I feel disgusting."
Well, it's cuz they're not really chips.
No.
They're like compressed potato shreds with oil holding them together.
Yep. Just like that
It's like eating a dad's cookie.
freeze-dried mashed potato fluff you can buy.
Oh, yeah.
You just get that.
Instant potato.
Instant potato. Yeah, you can make your own Pringles with that.
Ew, dude, gross.
Just like get it on a sheet, bake it.
You have to add something to it.
Probably.
Something to hold it together.
A binder agent.
Yeah,
Binder?
probably like straw or sawdust. A binding agent, yeah.
Homemade Pringles.
Yeah. Take instant potato, mix in a teaspoon of paprika, and then just put them under the hydraulic press. That's all you gotta do to make your own Pringles.
Homemade Pringles. In 2004, after I was finally diagnosed
Oh,
with Asperger's syndrome, my husband and I made the decision to chuck the corporate world and move somewhere a little less civilized.
This is a classic recipe on the internet. They have to
Yeah.
tell you a fucking story before they tell their recipe. God, I hate it. Oh my god. I don't need to know about your Asperger's, okay? Just tell me how to make your goddamn Pringles.
Yeah, looks like they just use water.
Yeah, probably. Well, it's like
And
it's
then
like
deep
clay.
fry. Yeah.
Or it's like when you make it's like when you fire something in the oven.
Mhm.
Yeah, once it's fired, it doesn't get destroyed by water anymore. So you can just use water.
Fire it out.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of fired stuff on the old Bushcraft Survival channel with the guy that doesn't wear a shirt and he just wears shorts. Asperger's. Yeah. That's one of my favorite video series. Just kidding. Extra tender.
Is it not? It's really good.
I've never seen it. I just assumed
You
it was
haven't done primitive technology?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Asperger's.
Oh.
Yeah, of course. I've been watching primitive technology for a long time.
Yeah.
Back when his videos were getting 100,000 views is when I first saw him. Because my cousin, who rode a motorcycle across Australia, he's like, "Look at this guy I found when I was in Australia. Check out his channel." I was like, "Oh, this guy's cool as hell." And
Yes.
now he's each video 5 million views.
Yes.
It's crazy.
If there was he took it a year off.
Yeah, he wrote a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't really need to do any work anymore. I think he got paid enough already.
Yeah. He took a year off. He came back. He had a little belly on him. Started doing work again. And 3 episodes in, he's fit as
each
frig
episode
again.
takes 3 months to make.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, let me see here if I can think of this guy's name.
Think of it.
Yeah, here we go. This guy. Okay, I told you about this guy before. Is there only one video? Excuse me.
This guy is a network administrator at Plamic?
Plamic Club.
George D. Alvarez Napoles. He's a network administrator for Plamic.
Let's see.
Hotel Placio. Plamic. E-M-I-I-A. It's not how you spell Plamic.
Plamic.
No, E-M-I-I-A. Empresa Militar Industrial
Complex.
Ignacio Agramonte. That's what plamic is. I don't know what that means. Something military? Perhaps. Perhaps
Something
military,
like
perhaps
that.
not. Perhaps extra tender. You like it extra tender? Extra tender.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in the chat, and this is what I told you about the other
Drop
week.
it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. The Taylor
If it'll
Swift
let
team is
me.
about to start playing.
This was the old guy I told you about a long time ago, where I was like, oh, this guy was like the original like vlogger.
Dick.
Yeah, where he would like set up the
Dick
camera,
Kownecki.
and he would go like walk in the distance and then walk towards the camera while it was recording him, pick it up, move it to the next spot, blah blah blah. The Tansy.
The raw beauty of Alaska covers a danger born of great distance, hard ice, and fierce wind. Wow, I can't believe I know that sentence on first try.
GG. Nicely done. How's it going, the Tansy?
On September 12th, 1975, Alaska claimed the lives of 7 Park Service employees and their pilot.
Tansy. Yep.
How to build an underground house.
What's going on with the Tanster today? You're doing well? Noise?
The Iron Lords podcast.
I don't know what you're looking at.
On YouTube.
You seem to have totally ignored the actual video I sent you.
What? I was just reading the intros.
Okay. The Swifties are leaving the internet? Hooray! No, just Taylor Swift. Because there's a lot of AI.
Yeah.
Deep faked eroticism involving her.
A lot.
Yeah. They weren't. I mean, of the ones I saw, they were just like not that explicit, really.
No. They're kind of whatever.
Yeah. Showed Tank some. Straight into the Tank Spank Bank. No. They made her look hot, to be honest. She went from mid to goddess. There was one that didn't really look like her, I thought, but the others were pretty impressive.
Only saw a couple.
It's so easy for
whatever Pizza Cat had.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's easy for AI to make someone where there's a trillion pictures of them online to make a realistic looking picture.
Yeah.
They did it for someone less photographed, it wouldn't work as well. So, yeah.
Whack, whack,
There
whack,
we go.
whack. Whackity, whack, 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 whack. He's just building a log cabin.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Mm-hmm. I sent everything I found, but one, because it was too explicit. Well, that's fucked up. Why did you do that?
Yeah.
It's okay for her to run around in bikini onesies, but then she doesn't like some fanfic pics and she leaves the internet. Well, no, she didn't leave the internet. You just can't search for her
Yeah.
on Twitter anymore.
It's their PR team.
Yeah.
Block that out.
And Elon
elongated
it. Does she run around in bikini onesies? I've never seen that before.
That's not
Discord
a thing.
wouldn't let me send it.
That's literally not a thing. You can't say bikini onesies because bikinis are twosies and
that's
onesies are onesies.
That's right. Well, there's Snapchat and there's I don't know, something else too.
Just post on his OnlyFans.
No. For concerts, never seen them. Okay, fine, onesies. I'd have to make a bathroom break.
Yeah.
Before we start. That McDonald's is just fighting its way out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Pretty fucked up.
Let me make sure there's toilet paper.
Yeah, please do. Pee-pee caca break? Exactly. Treat Frank. He is not in here right now. Curb, have you ever shit at Mikey's? Yes, I have many times. Especially when it was like we were doing like couch this, etc., etc. He will come when you open the treat bag. I don't even know where it is, but the door's closed too, so he won't come. He won't come. No treat bag. All right, I'll be back. Oh, okay. All right, well, I'll wait a bit then. Frank likes to guard Curb when he shits. True. I've shit at tanks. Hell yeah.
Moose. You found a moose?
Who found a moose?
The dude found a moose.
What dude? Oh. Dick
What's happening here? It's got 1.9 million views, and it the most recent played is 22 minutes. Because there's ducks and there's birds.
Oh, like the most viewed part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like a straight line, and then 22 is like whoop whoop.
Yeah, it's the animals. The guy just parachuted into the game right now as part of the game, or like as like a act of
Half-timery.
debauchery.
Yeah, debauchery.
Parachuted.
Oh, my.
Yeah, because he's a pretend raven.
Ah, from the Ravens.
Interesting. They're playing at the Raven Stadium.
One fake crow, 3D simulated, black, $12.
Caw. I'm a raven. Pretty good. Nevermore. Oh. I don't know if this is witty or stupid, but I had a D&D character I had one time. I can go? I had a D&D character, and my familiar was a raven that I named it Nevermore. No, that's not what I called it. I didn't call the raven Nevermore. I called the raven Quoth.
Quoth.
Yeah.
This is Quoth the Raven?
Nevermore. Go shit. I'm going. Oh.
Look at him go. Frank's looking at him go. Right, Frank? He's gone. Now you gotta entertain everybody. How about that? How you gonna do that, huh? I'm gonna chill right here. What you gonna do? Frank just a baby. He moved his ears. I can't eat him. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? You almost biffed it onto the keyboard. Frank deserves treats. Does he? Frank, do you deserve treats? You got a llama named Olama been spitting? Chat demands cat treats. Frank is highly interested in these cat treats. Right here. Frank has been given cat treats. She's just, oh yeah, always does. Normally he gets treats on Curb's chair because that's where he's laying. And then he's like, those were good. Now let's have more. You give Noah so many treats she doesn't care anymore. Not Frank. Right, bud? Got anything to say to the people? Yeah? That was probably too quiet for the noise gate. Too quiet for the noise gate, man. Ooh! You slid your butt off my shoulder. Huh? Here. You can come sit here. Get the big. Right? The big. The shoulder cannon cat. Cause he's Frank the Tank. He's a shoulder cannon cat. Huh? He's pretty chill. He's only not chill if he's higher than you. Physically. If he's up here, it's not chill. Unless I'm holding him, then it's fine. But if he's on a cat tree and he's above you, watch your eyeballs. He doesn't like it when you're lower than him. He goes, hey, taking those eyeballs out of your head. Right, bud? That's the only time he's not chill. It's weird. I don't understand it. Maybe it's weird in that juxtaposition. He's like, how are you higher than me? I'm a cat. I'm literally a foot off the ground. And now I'm a foot ahead over your head. Doesn't make sense. This is not reality. Right? No? You don't agree? I don't think he agrees with that observation. He's like, no, that's not it. He thinks they become a tiny person. He does. Right, bud? Huh? What do you think? Am I a tiny person when you're up really high? What do you think? Is that what you're feeling? No? He doesn't know. He's not talking to me right now. No meows from Frank. He's just Frankie content. Where do I find my own emotes? I found them. Well, Tank, I played Power World until like 3 in the morning this morning, rather. It was a lot of palling. I had to get my single player world up. Actually, when I loaded my single player world, it just crashed instantly. I was like, oh yeah, crash. That was the first time I've experienced any crashes in that game. Actually, I took it out of multiplayer and then it worked. I don't understand it, but that's what it did. I don't understand it, but that's what it did. There he goes, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Frank. All right.
Hello, Frank.
Here. Let's go ahead and start the really big show. Oh. Record.
I've got a purr. He's investing Curb's aroma. Investigating.
This is like
didn't like it.
Image has an unselect format.
Oh, let me make sure my phone's
Unsupported.
muted.
Unsupported format.
It is muted.
All right.
I got your tail. I let it go. But I got it again.
Oh, the tail grabber.
I let it go.
Old tail grabber Curb here.
Yep. You seem to mind it too much.
No, he's fine with it. I grab his tail all the time.
Oh,
And
good.
then I wave it around like he's angry cat. Right?
Old angry cat.
Old angry cat. And with that being said, I will say hello, everyone. While you're taking a drink.
Classic.
Welcome to the Streamvoid podcast, episode 157.
And I say, wow.
Yes, that is what you say. I am Mikey T, and of course, across from me is Kurbstomped.
Mm-hmm.
You can find us everywhere under our selected monikers. And you are listening to the Streamvoid podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
Yep.
It's one of those things that we do everything in between life and video games, which is essentially life.
Yep. I guess so.
Yeah, it just sounds better like that, I suppose.
Sure.
It's life and then video games. That's how it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
And Frank's just
fulfilling.
It's very fulfilling. Frank's just moving the microphone all over the place.
Oh, what a guy.
I know. So how was your week?
Week time.
Week time.
Week time was fine. I on Monday. No, wait, Monday? Monday. Yeah, Monday. Yep, Monday. I knew we were getting a load in at the warehouse of frozen something. They didn't specify what it was.
What a load.
What a load.
What a load.
It was a load of strawberries. Frozen strawberries on skids. And they smell, first of all, they smell like shit. So I think it's because they, like, I don't know, came from the farm or whatever.
Yeah.
And they put the skids outside and they got like, I don't know. A
little bit of
in
sunshine?
the barnyard. No. Like, I think it was like, there was like cow shit or something.
Oh, residual barn smell?
Because they were in the snow. Or else it was a truck crash. I don't know. But the skids had like snow and ice all over the bottom of them.
Yeah.
So they were frozen to the deck of the truck, first of all. So what we had to do was take them off, obviously. So put the pallet jack in it, jack it up, break it off of the bottom of the truck, and then move them. But of course, because they're frozen, you jack it up and there would be like ice remnants.
Yeah.
So moving them on the pallet jack was nearly impossible because a pallet jack, if there's like even a fucking little pebble, the wheels won't turn, right? So we're trying to push these around and it's a pain in the ass. And eventually I figured it out, like if I jack it up, put it back down, and then just like push the fucking pallet jack in and out a bunch of times, it'll like shatter most of the ice up and make it easier.
Yep.
But even still then, you know, you have like a dusting of ice particles on the deck of this metal truck bed. So you're just sliding around like a fool. Anyways, while we were doing that, there was one that like we got it up, we got it moving, but we have to turn it so we can take the pallet jack out at the end of the truck so the forklift can take it off, right?
Yep.
So I'm like, this one will not fucking budge. It will not fucking budge. So both of us were like, we'll push it from behind. So we'll aim the pallet jack and push, right? So we go back and I'm just like shouldering it, like fucking pushing as hard as I can, like, and like I got my leg up against the wall so I'm not sliding around and it just won't go. And I'm fucking pushing and pushing so fucking hard. And then all of a sudden, pop, 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 all the way down my side, all my ribs popped. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I broke my ribs. And then like, wait, it doesn't hurt that bad. I didn't break my ribs.
Jesus.
So I was like, oh, that was fucked up. So whatever, continue working for the day. So basically my ribs are currently like when I crash my bike.
Yeah.
Like they've healed almost already. But it was like when I crashed my bike when I was like, oh, I can't sleep now because every time I move, I wake up. And as soon as I fall asleep, I move and then I wake up. So getting no sleep. And then it's like, oh, I can't breathe deeply. It hurts. Oh, I can't cough. It hurts. Oh God, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to die when I sneeze. Or like, I can't laugh because it hurts so much. So thankfully, it's more or less done now. The only thing that really hurts now is like when I sneeze, when it's just, that'll be like, oh my God, I'm going to die here.
Yeah.
But man, it was brutal. And of course, it's the same side that I've injured every time now.
Yeah.
It's this right side because when I fell, this is the side I fell on, hurt my ribs.
Mm-hmm.
When I crashed my bike, this is the side I fell on, hurt my ribs. And now they must just be weak. Wow,
Probably.
I was pushing pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it would have done it the same thing on the left side, but man, it felt weird when all of a sudden you're just pushing and then all of a sudden you just feel like a machine gunning of popping down your side. Like,
yeah, it doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Doesn't sound comfortable.
So I continued to work, but it was working very slow and, you know, I couldn't do anything like, I'd be going to pick up a box, but I'd have to like literally crouch down on the ground and pick it up. Like usually I could bend over and just a little box that doesn't weigh anything, bend over, pick it up.
Yep.
But I'd be like reaching, be like, no, I can't do it. I can't pick up this 1 pound box. So I'd have to like crouch down, like hold it to myself and pick it up or whatever.
Do you need to go back to a desk job?
No. It's pretty fine now. No, like the only time anything happens is when it's like an injury. Like it's not from
you're re-aggravating an old sports industry.
And this
injury.
was also a stupid thing to be doing too. Like pushing on this with all my force for like, it wasn't like I was pushing for like a second.
Yeah.
It was like I was going at it for like as hard as I could for like 10 seconds, and then all of a sudden happened, right? But like, you know, any other thing has been like, oh, I twisted my ankle or I fell. But it's not like I fell because, oh, I was just walking normally and like, oh, I fell. It's like, oh, it's slippery as hell and I'm wearing inappropriate footwear. So, but yes, I will be going back to the desk shortly, but I'll still be working in the warehouse.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that I was in like, I couldn't sit at my computer desk or anything. I just end up laying in I get home from work, eat dinner, and just go and lay in my bed. Have a nice hot shower, see if that would like do anything. It didn't. And then I just get in my bed and lay there leaning back in my pillow. Like I had to sleep elevated again, like I did the other time.
Yep.
And I just sit there and watch American Dad.
Oh, man.
And then get up the next day and go to work and whatever. So, and I was trying to think, like, how did I work before when I did it, like, last time?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, the first time when I crashed my bike, I was only working in the office. So
yes.
No big deal. And then the second time I did it was like the year where there was not anything to do with the warehouse and there was not any ordering to do. So I didn't work for a month. Or I worked like one day a month in the office. So I just sort of didn't have to do work basically. So, because I was like, how did I do any lifting last time? Like, holy crap. So it's much better now, but yeah, anyways, other than that, that was my week basically. It was just another week of like, you know, oh, we're going to do this. And that was the other thing too, is like, I wasn't supposed to be doing that stuff.
Yeah.
The original idea was like, okay, you're going to do all the picks and we're going to take care of this frozen shit outside. But then when it actually came, they're like, hey, do you want to come help do it? And I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I'll do it.
That's a classic your work thing to do.
Yeah. So then I went out and did it. And then it was like, oh, I fucked my ribs up. So.
Oh, man. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
It sucked. But
yes.
Yeah. So it was just a lot of laying around in bed, going to bed falling asleep at like 8 o'clock, but then still sleeping or like not waking up until the alarm because I actually didn't really sleep.
Yeah.
So I use this Pokemon sleep app and it tracks your movement.
Yep.
And normally it has 3 different sleep levels where it's like snoozing, dozing, and whatever. So it can tell you like how quickly you fall asleep or how deeply you sleep by how much you move, basically. And normally mine will be like, you know, it'll have like like 4 or 5 long lines in the different zones, you know?
Yeah.
But when I was injured, it was like literally like 20 different short lines of very, like, whoop, well, it was like the further down it goes is the deeper your sleep.
Yeah.
So normally mine's like medium and then down at the bottom for a little bit, then medium and then whatever. This was all the way down to the deepest sleep for like 5 minutes and then all the way up to the top of waking up and moving around because I would lay there not moving because it hurt, fall asleep, and then immediately move, wake up because it hurts, and then reset it and do it again.
Yep.
So it sucked.
That's kind of like what my sleep charts would look like. And I'm like, well, yeah, I know I had a terrible sleep because I'm waking up just absolutely wrecked. And I look at the sleep chart like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes total sense.
Yeah. So it kind of sucked that way, but whatever. Now I'm okay. I also took like pain, whatever, Advil or whatever, but that still doesn't really help
touch
that much. Well, it does because I'll be like, oh, I could roll over this time and it didn't hurt that much. But it's still like
dull ache.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty much my week anyways.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. And you know, whatever, it's fine. Oh, that was the other thing. So I'm at work and I'm like, you know, it sucks. It doesn't hurt the whole time, but I'll forget and it'll be like, oh, let me reach and grab this. Oh, yeah, right. Or I'll be like, oh, this thing's slightly heavy and normally I'm right-handed. So I'll be like, oh, I'll swing it down in my right hand and I'll be like, oh, and then I'll just drop it on the ground, you know, because you forget.
Yeah.
But the other thing was like, I usually listen to something at work, podcast or whatever. So I was listening to like, you know, Bad Friends or Tiger Belly, and I'd be like, I can't listen to these because when I laugh, it hurts.
Yeah.
But I would still be I'd be like, fuck it, I gotta listen to this anyways. And then I'd be like, oh, that was funny. I'd laugh, and then I'd think about it again, and I'd be like, oh, it hurt, but it was so funny. I'd laugh again. So stupid. Anyway,
you need to listen to some kind of podcast on Excel sheets or
Yeah.
some shit.
Well, I
Not
was
laugh
trying
at.
to find an audiobook that I wanted to get to listen to, but nothing was jumping out to me. So I was like, fucking, I'll listen to these podcasts, whatever. They were just so funny this week for some reason. Usually I don't have a laugh out loud moment. You know, I'll be like, that was funny or whatever. But this time I was like literally laughing out loud. It was like, oh my God, my ribs. So,
I mean, the Bad Friends podcast is pretty funny. From the amount of clips that I've seen of them, like,
Oh, yeah.
man, you guys are, that's off the wall.
well, and it was like an episode. So anyways, they have it's Andrew and Bobby Lee, but they have like, the sort of like the girl that is, let's call her like Bobby's niece.
Yeah.
She's there, but they also have her other sister came from the Philippines.
Yeah.
And just them with their like, they speak English well and everything like that, but they're like from the Philippines. So the things sometimes they say is just so like, they don't really, they have it through their Filipino, like, you know, viewpoint. So they'll say something and it's just so funny. And the way they, like Bobby and Andrew talk to them and it was so funny. I was dying laughing. So anyways,
Nice.
that was my week.
Nice.
What about you?
It was pretty standard in the work week variety.
Bog standard?
Bog standards. It's still a little bit slow at work, but it's going to ramp up real quick.
Yeah, no kidding.
Real quick. It's going to get kind of crazy, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Other than
for
that,
Lytton to burn down shortly.
yeah, maybe. Yeah. Who knows? With the snowpack that's out there right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whole
I mean, I
province
haven't.
is going to be on fire.
I know it's going to suck. I haven't really looked at what the snowpacks are like and what they should be.
Well, they
right
can't be
now.
that high.
No, they definitely can't be. Especially, around us. I don't know about anywhere else, but
Yeah.
around us, it's going to be bad.
Mhm.
I'm not looking forward to it. Especially when it just lights on fire again.
Yep.
It's like,
We had 1 year off of the smoke.
Yes.
That's all we need.
And then the last year wasn't that bad.
No, that's the year off, I mean.
No, we had like a full year off, or it didn't come at all.
Yeah, but even...
Not even a slight haze in the sky. And like the year before that, it was just disaster.
Yeah.
Disaster level 1,000.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, nothing too exciting to report at work yet.
Mm-hmm.
But the time will come soon enough.
Yep.
Did I talk on the podcast last week about how a friend was like, "Hey, you should play Power World with us today"?
Yeah, you said you were going to play it after the podcast.
Yeah.
Because they were like, let's play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I played it.
Oh.
I installed it on Game Pass.
Did you?
Gave it a go.
Okay.
And then that was on Sunday night after I edited the podcast.
I know. I got a message from you and you were like, this game is amazing.
Yep. And it was like midnight and I was like, oh, I should go to bed.
Yeah. Yep.
And yeah, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
The upgrades and leveling up of your character and the upgrades of your base come fast enough. And there's enough of them where you're like, oh, you just keep building. You just keep unlocking. And you're like, oh yeah, it gives you that little dopamine hit whenever you unlock something, whenever you level up.
Yep.
Whenever you catch a new pal. And then it's like, oh, well, this pal is good at this, this, and this. Because essentially your pals are your workers, as well as your fighters, defenders, and comrades in arms, mounts, whatever they are. But they all have different skills and what they're good at for doing in your base. So some pals are better at mining than other pals. Some pals they do transporting of items. Some pals build. Some pals manufacture. And you have to get a good balance of pals in your base to get your base operational so it's automated. So you don't have to do anything. Some of the stuff takes a lot of resources to make. And yeah.
It's like an auto clicker.
Kind of like an auto clicker. All right, hang on. Let me pause here.
Uh-oh. What's
Some mic is picking me up twice. He's saying? Somehow?
Just him or me and...
Yeah, who's it picking up twice?
Frank, baby.
Like, what is happening? There must be something going to the other PC. Because this sounds fine on this side. Alright. And I can't preview it. Stupid XSplit is stupid.
Let's see here. Like Curb's mic was picking it up. Sound mostly like Mikey T. Frank will fix it.
Frankie'll fix it. He is such a lovely kitty.
Oh yeah, it's like electronic buzzing kind of.
Oh yeah, weird. What the hell is that?
Squeaky.
It is coming through a little bit.
Squeaky clean.
Okay, how about now? Is that working now? Is that doing the thing still?
Maybe.
What the hell is that?
The buzzing just sounds like y'all in an empty room or something. It does sound weird.
It does sound weird.
That was like, did you start up the NTX voice or something like that? RTX voice?
No, that's none of that's on. If it was on, it would be cutting out all the.
Well, that's like when you hit the keyboard, it made that weird sound.
That wouldn't have picked that up. It would have cut that out. There is an echo, though.
But that could be just because I'm listening to this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Nothing else is broadcasting. Everything else on this side sounds fine. So I think maybe these headphones are picking it up. Because if it sounds more like me, because it's in the headphone jack that also has like the mic jack in it. So these might be too deep in there. And the headphones are acting as a microphone.
What if I yank it?
If you yank it, it's probably going to crash XSplit.
Oh my god.
Let's find out.
No, that wasn't it.
No. I don't know. I'm getting. We're going to Restreamio so we can stop using XSplit. Because it's just not good. Like, what was that snap?
Yeah, it was like a buzzing, like something shorted out. You sound great now. We sound the same, don't we? No, we sound the same.
Yeah.
We all said something. You're not that special to.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a bit weird, but
I think it's just what's coming through over there.
Burn. It's the same standard thing that happens every podcast.
Yeah. Once we maybe
give your source doubled. I don't think that's it.
No. I don't know what it is.
It's probably like the extender is shorting out or something like that.
Yeah, it could be.
Or
It's
the converter thing. That
as I've got it. It's HD. It's DisplayPort to an HDMI converter, and that DisplayPort to HDMI converter is the converter I got with my Alienware laptop 20 years ago.
Oh my god!
But the new one that I got doesn't work at all.
Oh,
so whatever. Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to go to the washroom as well.
I'll just start pulling cables and everything like that. See what happens, you know? Nicely done. You broke the door, everybody. 20 years ago, it wasn't made in China. Where was it made? Taiwan? Frank wants out now. Well, he opened the door on his own. What a guy. Probably the standards were higher. Well, the standards are set by the company buying the product, more or less. So in theory, Alienware would have been like, we want it set to this standard, but if they deliver to the standard they set, who knows, right? So, anyways, yeah, I'm hoping that I'll feel like doing some Yakuza on stream after the podcast. So what's up? This guy, got him. Nothing's up. What have you been up to this weekend? Just been injured. Re-aggravated. Did someone say that? You fractured them? I don't know if I fractured them. Nothing but gaming. What have you been gaming at? The game time. We should plan the next podcast on location in Penticton. Ooh, baby. It's a lot of shit to bring out there, but I'm down. So that's like a lot of shit. Played a lot of Diablo 2 and League this week. Oh, baby. Nice. I just played Yakuza Like a Dragon. I think I'm getting shingles. Mike is an old pro at backing it up. Backing that thing up. My head, like in my hair, it keeps like hurting a bit. So, I don't know. Shingles, what's your reasoning? Just because it hurts on one section of my head. And it's like that's dry skin from winter weather. But it's only right here. It's not my whole head. It's only one section. I don't know. Just what is shingles? It's like adult chickenpox that you get if you had chickenpox with psoriasis. No, there's no flaking skin coming off or anything. Just get some cortisone. Shingles you get if you ever had chickenpox. Yeah, I had shingles too. That's the other reason why. It reminds me of when I had shingles. I didn't have it in my hair though. I had it on my back. Fun fact about shingles, you're more likely to get skin cancer at the same location that you had shingles. Pretty cool. So, flaking skin is one symptom of psoriasis, but not necessarily always present. Okay. Alrighty. I've had the pox. Yeah, me too. I was never vaccinated for chickenpox. Chickenpox was one where my mom was like, oh, someone has chickenpox? You're going over to their house. We dry up in the winter. It's natural. Well, we'll see how it goes anyways. I have been moisturizing, but I guess I haven't been moisturizing my scalp. I was a late chickenpox recipient. How late were you? I caught chickenpox in Jamaica? Crazy. I didn't get it till grade 7. I got the pox attacks. I was probably like grade 1 or 2, something like that, when I had chickenpox. Something like that. It sucked, but whatever. It is what it is. My parents told everyone I had a milk allergy, so they would let us on the plane home. Oh my god, dude. Wow. That's crazy. That's like a federal crime. Oh my god. No, I don't have the Black Death. Tank's mom teaching when it's important to lie. Yes, exactly. No. I don't have Ebola. Just have dry skin. It's fine. I was patient zero on that flight. Yeah, no shit, dude. Oh my god. Should have left you in Jamaica. Imagine how your life would have turned out. You'd be reggae man right now. You'd be like that guy on TikTok. Oh, well, you probably haven't seen him, Tank, but there was a guy rapping about or doing his reggae. The white guy from Britain that raps about, I don't know, even know what he's saying. Something about Jamaican me crazy, Steve. Yeah, exactly. Good old Jamaican me crazy. Tank the reggae guy. Yeah. That's what you got to say next time you stream. Every time someone follows you or comes into the chat, you got to be like, "Ear me now, bumbaclot." You know where that line is from? I would guess, I don't know where it's from. American Dad. He'd have dreads. Yeah, exactly. I swear to God, American Dad is like, oh, Roger said it. American Dad is like custom made for me because I was watching an episode. I'd seen it before, but I forgot. But there's a whole joke about where the guy's like, they're on a boat. I think they're shark hunting. And the guy on the boat is like, I'm just a sea captain from Bonton, Louisiana. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the city from True Blood. He's like, the guy on the boat's like, yes, the city from True Blood. I didn't know there was a vampire problem in my city, and little did I know that all the dogs that I saw on the street would turn into werewolves. And I was like, oh my god, did I write this scene? Smoking that ganja. That's how I felt about The Last Man on Earth. I missed that show. Yeah, I could not find my Last Man on Earth cosplay that I did. I looked for it, but I couldn't find it. He was wearing dreads and the Jamaican flag. Took! Whoa, dude, big ups to Tank. Took! Big up to Tank. You know the rules. You gotta call it a toque and not a beanie.
It's a Canadian podcast. You must do it.
Yeah. Do you make sure you're recording again and whatever you need to do?
We never stopped recording.
Thought you said you stopped recording. Anyways.
No, I put a marker in so that we could try and suss this out, but no idea what it was. Can't remember what we were talking about before.
That's what Bevo always says when he goes to eat. He's always like, you know the rules. Big up to the Chinese restaurant. Big up to the fried rice. You know the rules. And then he'll take a spoonful and just swallow it without chewing it. It took me a while, but I got it. Well, one day you'll spell it correctly too, but that's okay. Start from the top. Started from the top. We got to restart.
Rewind.
Damn, as soon as Mikey comes back, the audio fucks up again. So maybe there's something loose with your cabling or something?
I don't know. Because it sounds just creamy in my headphones.
That's weird.
It sounds just fine. Just fine.
Audio bad.
Audio.
Let's unmute it. Let's see what this sounds like. Oh. Creamy headphones. Bad combination. Yuck. I mean, as long as the recording is fine, fuck the Twitch audio. Well, kind of sucks for the YouTube vid, but
yeah, I mean, yeah. What the hell?
True dat. At
the hell?
Tank. Yeah,
What
classic.
the hell, brah?
It's classic.
I mean,
audio
just overlay
drums.
the audio on top of the
Yeah,
video.
I gotta line it all up and everything, and if it's out by 1 millisecond, by
Fix it
the
in
end of the
post.
video, it's out by a second.
Here. Done.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to line it up in the middle of the video with the video of the audio. Anyways.
Yes.
What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know.
I just talked about strawberries. Oh, you're talking about Pal World.
Yes.
I said it was an auto clicker.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Technical difficulties. We are back. I was just talking about Power World, I believe, and staying up until midnight on Monday playing Power World, and then it's
Sunday. You mean
Sunday? Yes,
yeah.
Sunday. It was. It's a good game. I have been enjoying it wholeheartedly. There's enough progression just slammed at you that you're always looking for the next upgrade, looking to upgrade your base, looking for upgrade your next base because you can have multiple bases, teleporting around the map, exploring around, seeing what you can find, trying to get all the pals, palling around.
So Craftopia is done for now.
I don't know.
They're
Did
not
anybody ever really play Craftopia?
But I mean, they're not going to update that anymore.
Probably not. I mean, Craftopia was super good.
Was it?
It.
I don't think it was.
Let me rephrase that. Craftopia had super good ideas that were implemented extremely poorly at the time that we played it.
Yeah.
I think it was still in beta when we played it as well. And yeah, it was just a mess. Just a hot mess.
Yeah. I was like putting balloons onto things and floating it away, though. That was fun.
They tried to add so much stuff into Craftopia that it just had like this big identity crisis. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah, it was obviously they were like, oh, let's put in things you can catch to fight.
Yeah.
Like they were just like anything. Like, oh yeah, I like Pokemon. Put them in there.
Yeah. And now with Power World, it's like, it's kind of the same thing, but refined extremely well.
They should have just fixed Craftopia.
And made it Power World?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, actually, Craftopia was weird because you'd have to evolve the world to go to different time zones.
Yeah.
Or like something. Yeah. It was like, I'm in the Stone Age now.
Yeah, you would like go through time. It was it was extremely weird. With Power World, it's actually it's a lot of fun. Smaller scope, but still very large in the scope of things that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you get once you unlock Tansy, once you get a Tansy and you get your level high enough, you unlock the Tansy machine gun. And then Tansy just rides around with you with a machine gun.
Nice.
He can't hit anything.
Okay.
He's garbage pal with garbage aim.
What a garbage
pal. But he's got an assault rifle. Just roaming around.
I haven't played it yet, but I want to. But my thing is like, I don't want it to be when I'm streaming it to be like when I played Terraria.
When everyone comes in and be like, "Oh, do this now.
Do this. You can do this. Build this there. Do this there. If you do this, if you use this pal, do this and that and the other thing." It's like, no, shut the fuck up. I want to discover it on my own.
Yeah,
people just can't seem to resist.
No, even if you have no backseat gaming allowed.
So and I don't know. I guess I gotta have to be more like, hey, don't say shit like that. But I don't want to be rude about it. You know? Just like what someone thinks is a spoiler to them is, or what I think is a spoiler to them. Sorry, what I think is a spoiler, maybe someone else doesn't think is a spoiler.
Yeah. It's like, it's not a big deal. It's just a thing. It's just a little thing. It's like, no.
Exactly. It happened to me with Yakuza Like a Dragon, where I'm playing it, and someone was like, "Oh, this character, I really like them as a like this role," and I'm like, I didn't know that guy could be on my fucking team. Like, why? I haven't even recruited him. Like, I didn't know that. Like, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
So.
I had a little bit of that when I was playing, but I didn't mind it that much. I didn't mind it a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah.
But when I play a game like that with somebody, I love to let them experience things for the first time. I don't like to tell them too much, especially if I'm taking someone through Terraria. I'm like, no, you need to experience it. You don't need to have me third hand experience it for you.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah. And there's other things too where it'll be like, oh, you should go to this place. Like, don't tell me to fucking go there. Just let me go there naturally. Yeah. It'll happen on its own.
Just let me discover it.
So it is what it is. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll be trying it out. I was supposed to play it last week, but with my ribs, I didn't want to sit in my well, that's the thing too, is like the ribs in the DX racing chairs, like
where it's got like it because it's a racing seat, so it's got like the sides
on my ribs anyways. I was just like, I'm gonna lay down
when
instead.
You're gaming. Yeah. No, I think you'll really like Power World. I think the construction is garbage because it's garbage construction.
But it's the style you like though.
It snaps in. You don't have to throw resources at it. It's just like snap. But it still has its issues. Yeah, where I'm trying to snap stuff. It's like my base right now. Our base, the base that Peace Cat and Tank was playing with us yesterday as well. It has a hole in the middle of it that you cannot put a platform there.
Oh yeah,
just no reason. It's just like it's too close to something.
There's an errant blade of grass there.
Yeah, you can't like it's got platforms all around it, but there's this one hole right in the middle. It's like you can't place anything there.
Oh nice.
It's like why? Yeah. There's literally nothing different here.
Yeah,
literally nothing different. And then yeah, that's I played that until 3 in the morning last night.
Oh my
2 in the morning last night.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's been good. And then other than Palworld, of course, been playing the finals.
Uh-huh.
I'm almost at the end of the battle pass.
Wow.
But holy man, playing it, doing my dailies every day, and just the time you play, like if I get home and I do my dailies right after work, just lobbies full of bots.
Oh really?
It's like elementary kid home from school, dad's like, here, play a game of the finals.
Oh yeah.
The kid, whoever this was just like would spawn in. I'd be like, I'd start running. I'd look back like, what are you guys doing? He's just like looking around, shoots the ground, and then runs off some completely different way. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah.
What is happening?
Not everyone's a professional finals player like you.
I guess not. Yeah, just absolute bots. Just playing with absolute bots sometimes. It's been kind of frustrating.
When you first said bots, I thought you meant like actual bots, not just bad players.
Just bad players that seem like bots.
Yeah. Yeah. Finals has a worse art style.
You think so?
Yeah, just the characters look terrible.
I don't mind. They do look terrible.
Yeah.
It's just, and I make my people look, my characters look the worst.
Yeah, I can tell.
Just with like,
but even ones that are like, hey, this is supposed to look cool. I'm like, ugh.
My guy's just running around in a wedding dress.
Yeah.
With a shotgun wedding.
It's shotgun wedding. Very good. Yeah, it just looks gross.
But I really like the skins that they've made for some of the weapons.
Yeah, they're kind of interesting.
There's they just brought out a skin for the dagger that is a cheese slicer.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got all kinds of unique animations to it. Well, it's got a unique animation where you just get out a block of cheese and start like swinging slices at people. Doesn't do any damage. It's just an animation, but it's hilarious. Just like running around slinging cheese.
That's like your artifact knife.
Yeah. Your
rare knife animation. Relic.
What are they called? I don't know.
Epic.
Relics.
Heirloom.
Heirloom. That's the one.
Yeah.
Heirloom.
Yeah, I mean, the game looks interesting, but the art style.
It's extremely fun to play. I think they needed to lean heavier into the Mirror's Edge style color scheme.
Yeah.
Now that I know that it's ex Mirror's Edge developers, I can kind of see in the way they've designed the cities and the way that the color scheme is that it's kind of Mirror's Edge-ish with like the solid colors, the sharp colors. But I think they need to lean heavier into that.
Yeah.
Because it looks cool how it is, but it could look like super cool with like the way the color scheme would go with like the more solid colors.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyway.
It looks interesting with the destructible environments and all that stuff, and
you can absolutely break levels,
and
make it impossible to do anything. And people have found out that it's the best ways to just destroy environments.
Of course.
Like you'll see heavy characters. Heavy characters have a charge, and they'll just run through the side of the building, bank it, and just like destroy all the bottom walls.
Yeah.
And then the building just goes plunk.
Yeah,
just falls.
Yeah, it's an interesting mechanic for sure. So makes it interesting, but
makes every level have unique battles. It's not like the same battle over again because everyone's like, well, there's platforms here now those platforms are down on the floor. Yeah,
and they have those little like end of match like orbital lasers and shit like that to mix it up.
Alien invasion. And they also have level modifiers, so there'll be levels like up, down, left, right will be one of the modifiers, and that'll have like high platforms above that move around the map, which are the worst. I hate them. Or if you're on Vegas, the worst map, it'll have tripwires and turrets modifier for the level, where every cash out has tripwire lasers and a turret there to shoot you when you trip the laser.
Oh, nice.
Which is pretty fun, but it makes things very frustrating
sometimes. No doubt, eh? No doubt.
Vegas also has a special modifier where it's dust storm, and the whole map's been destroyed, and it's just like sand everywhere, blowing through all the casinos, hills everywhere.
I've never seen that one.
That's good. That's the best variant of Vegas. I think Vegas is the worst map. It's so hard to find where you're going because the casinos are so big and multi-floored. Like, where's this cash out? It's like, oh, it's up the stairs. but down the hall and then in this other casino. And like,
yeah.
oh my God. It just feels like Vegas.
Yeah, they want to trap you in the casino.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't know where you are, or what time it is, or anything.
Yep. Normally you just go up to the top of the roof and just destroy your way down to the cash out. It's like, where am I going? I'm right over it now. Going down.
Smart play.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I've been playing with Doug. Doug Jr. and Pain Train when we can, doing the rank like that, and it's just like the old days.
Oh yeah,
just like the old days of professional FPS playing, which has been great.
Wow, professionally.
Yeah, we've just been destroying it. We played on Tuesday. I didn't stream it because it was like a little bit late, and I didn't want to go for that long. But yeah, we were doing ranked tournaments, going all the way to the finals. We never managed to clinch the top spot, but we would go all the way all the time. 4 rounds. It's good. It's a good time. Super exciting. Love that game.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's about it for game playing. I watched a little.
Well, may I speak about what I played?
Oh, right. Yes. Go ahead.
I only played Yakuza Like a Dragon, trying to get through it, so I can play Infinite Wealth. But the goal was to have it finished this last week.
Yeah.
But because I wasn't sitting in my office or the DX Racer, I wasn't playing it.
Yeah.
So I still have 3 chapters left or something like that. So, I was playing that basically, and yeah, it's just like Yakuza.
Mm-hmm.
Serious main story and then ridiculous side stories.
Yep.
But I found some I fought a guy who gave me like 500,000 experience points, so I leveled up like 10 times.
Oh wow.
But it was like, it's kind of like Dragon Warrior or Quest, where it's like the metal slime. Or I guess you never played.
No.
Okay. There'll be like rare sort of monsters you can find, but if you manage to kill them, you get like tons of EXP. So this I found this bum. It's like a caveman bum, but every attack would only do 1 damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he would eventually run away if you don't kill him fast enough. So I managed to kill him, and I got 500,000 experience points, which boosted me up 10 levels.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good. And I had to collect 3 million yen, which, you know, after Yakuza 0, you'd be like 3 million yen.
That's nothing.
But like in this game, it's like, holy fuck, how am I going to get 3 million yen? So that was like literally the story mission to move the game forward. You have to give them 3 million yen.
Oh wow!
It's like fuck. It's gonna take me. I'm getting like 3,000 yen when I beat a battle. So it's like, what the fuck? So I had to like sell all my valuables that I found. Thankfully I had a Swiss watch that was worth 1 million yen.
Nice.
Yeah, so I sold that. But I think that might have been a gift I could give to somebody.
Oh,
so I might have to buy another one later
and gift it out. Get them on your party. In your party.
Who knows? I don't know if there's any. I think I've recruited every character that is possible now. I've got 6 different ones, I think. I think that's it. But who knows, right?
Yeah. Someone will come in the chat and spoil it for you.
Yeah, like I said, I think I just have to be like, hey, that's a spoiler. Like, not to be
no spoilers, no backseating. Yeah. Put that in the tags, put in the title.
Well, I do that, but
they still come in the backseat.
Well, they don't backseat, and they don't really think it's a spoiler too much. I don't think it's malicious.
Yeah.
I think it's just like they don't think about it.
You're just like, I don't want to know anything about the game.
Like, oh, I think this guy's a good bodyguard job. And I'm like, I haven't recruited him. Like, seriously. Like, he's a character I know.
Yeah.
But it's like an NPC up to this point. So there's been other ones where it's just like, oh, I didn't know this. This is cool. So, but yeah, I have to I don't want to be rude about it. They're not being malicious. So,
yeah.
Anyways. I think I have 3 chapters left, and then I can move on to Infinite Wealth, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm just wondering how they're gonna make it so you're level 0. Excuse me, because of course it's an RPG. You can't start the RPG at level 100.
Yeah,
so you have to be like, why am I level 0? And I forgot all my skills. What the fuck? So,
yeah, a good example for a spoiler for me would be like, if I was playing Terraria for the first time and someone told me there were ores beyond the main ores, I'd be like, what? So I don't want to know that.
The other thing with Terraria, though, is that, oh God, it sucks because they are like, it's depending on how your world's generated, you have different things, right?
Yes.
So like, I'll be like, how do I make this item? And I'll go and Google it, and it'll be like, oh, you need to get like whatever, lead ore. I'll be like, I haven't found lead ore. Like, what the fuck? I don't remember which ores they are, but it'll be like, oh, you don't get lead if you have iron. Or whatever it is. Yeah. So every recipe says, like, use lead. And I'm like, I don't have fucking lead. I can't make it. And then you find out, oh.
They're interchangeable. Kind of.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I've seen a few streamers that they're like, crack down on spoilers like big time. Like, even if it's unintentional, not malicious, they're like, you're out of here or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I don't really want to do because whatever, but I also want it.
Sometimes you have to, because I mean that's the way you like to play, right?
I know, but it's not malicious. Like they just, oh, it was a slip, my bad, you know. So, anyways, whatever. But yeah, that's basically all I played. So I'll play some more this week, and hopefully I can wrap it up and start on Infinite Wealth. And I want to get some Pal World going as well. So.
Yeah. So I was looking at the thing. I'm like, strawberries Yakuza. What? When are you going to start talking about strawberries?
I already did.
What is the strawberry thing? I'm like, oh right,
I broke my ribs on strawberries.
You broke your ribs on strawberries.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to put down the exact whole reason. I didn't want to put down rib injury.
Yeah.
Then you'd be like, oh, he hurt himself. So if I put down strawberries, it reminds me, but not you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Oh, I did play some other things quickly. They re-added God, what's it called? It was a game that was hyped up to be like BioShock, where everyone is like wearing masks and they have to take the little joy drug to be happy, and if you're not happy, I can't remember what it's called. I literally just played it last night.
We Happy Few?
Yeah, We Happy Few.
Yeah.
So I just launched it with cloud gaming just to see, and they've updated it and it seems pretty good.
Yeah.
So I might actually just do an actual play of it.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I first played it, I was like, nah, this sucks. But then when I tried it out last night, I was like, oh, it looks like they fixed a lot of the problems with it. So I might do that. And then I was like, oh, you know what? There's New Game Plus for what's that other? Why can't I think of any of these games' names right now? I swear to God, I'm just so stupid after I got COVID, man. The Requiem, the one with the girl and her brother and the rats and
the rats.
Shit.
Yeah, Plague Tale.
Yeah. I was like, oh, there's New Game Plus. Maybe I'll go through that, get the achievement. So I started up on cloud gaming, and immediately as soon as I loaded in the first level, I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm out of here.
Yeah. I can't remember who I was talking about that with, and I was like, no. Oh, there was a post like, what game was the most disappointing game that you were hyped up for? I'm like,
Plague Tale Requiem.
Plague Tale Requiem. 100%. What a garbage game.
I wouldn't call it garbage, but it was just disappointing.
Oh yeah,
very much compared to the first one.
Yeah, garbage compared to the first one.
Yeah,
still an okay game.
Though the first one was very frustrating too, though.
Yeah,
when you think back,
it was, but with the way they handled it, it was a lot better than the way they did things in the first one or the second one. Rather,
I just was remembering having the guy pushing that cart, and you have to defend him, and he keeps getting shot with arrows, and I died like 10 fucking times there. Oh my God. Because the rock would hit the stairs or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was the most frustrating part of that game for sure. That was near the end though.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas in part 2, it's just frustrating at the beginning.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh hey, and why don't you go through the town?
Yeah.
Why don't you go traverse back through the town?
Yeah.
At level 3, why don't you go through the town again? The same way you just went.
Yeah. And then it would be like, well, you'd think like, oh, I'm gonna have to go through the fucking town again. No, this time you just teleport.
Yep.
God damn. Yeah. So I was just looking through game because I've just been like, I just have been with the ribs and everything. Just like I want to look at something to play or whatever, and mess around for a minute or two, and that's just sort of what it was.
Yeah. Nice.
Anyways, that was the end of my gaming, I guess.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait.
One other thing.
More. But one other thing. There's more.
One other thing. They added Golden Sun to Nintendo Online.
Oh, yeah. There's
Golden Sun 1 and 2.
There's people talking about that.
Yeah. So I was like, Discord. I never played those. That'd be fun. Let me get on that. So I fired up the Switch, and it was like, oh, it's part of the expansion pass. So I was like, well, it can't be that much more to upgrade to the expansion pass, right? So I look, it's $60 a year to upgrade from the base Nintendo Online. So I was like, oh, fuck this. Because my main thing with that is like, it's Switch Online, so you can't even buy the game separately. So I was like, fuck these guys, I'm not giving them any money.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's it.
You think that's it?
Yeah, that's it for gaming.
Okay.
No, just kidding. That's it.
So we watched a few things, and I watched a few things, and you didn't watch a few things.
Well, yeah, I was supposed to watch Echo episode 2, but I was I wasn't thinking about like, I should watch something in specific with my injury. It was just like, I'll put on American Dad and just lay here.
Just lay here, yeah.
So I never even thought to watch Echo episode 2. So
it's all good.
I'll do that for
Sounds good.
next time. But
I started watching Muscles and Mayhem on Netflix, which is the unofficial American Gladiators story.
Oh.
Because I really liked American Gladiators growing up, watching it.
Yeah, I did too. It was on at like midnight though.
Was it?
Well, when I watched it, it was like Friday or Saturday night at like 11 or something like that on whatever channel that I saw it on.
Yeah.
So
that it's wild, the meteoric rise of the Gladiators, and all the stuff that they went through, all the guys that came on, all the guys that left.
Yeah.
Like there was only, after the first season, there was only like, they only kept 2 of the Gladiators.
Yeah.
Everyone else was gone.
Yeah.
And like the whole, everything to do with like steroids and partying and and the way they when they did the American World Tour, American Tour, like across country, like doing like 120 shows in the year. It's like, holy crap.
Well, it's like wrestling basically. Yeah. But like you're wrestling every night. We're going to a different city every night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and they didn't have like, at that time they had like 6 gladiators.
Yeah.
That was it. And they had to do every show, every event over and over and over and over again. It's like, oh my God.
But like, I mean, okay, so they had to do 160 shows a year or whatever. Like I go to work 300 days a year.
Yeah.
So like, okay.
But you're not combat sporting anybody.
Yeah, but I mean, is it really, when you're that much bigger than these competitors, like, is it really that much combat sport?
I think not then, but you know, after you're up there doing it like 8 times in a night.
Yeah, I guess.
And then doing the next event 8 times in a night, because you would go against every single person.
Yeah.
And they didn't have anyone to like take their spot. So when one got injured, it's like, get up there.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Tape up his ankle.
Yeah. And the first series of American Gladiator, they had like ultra athletes and like bodybuilders stuff going up against the Gladiator. Yeah. So it's more like Gladiator versus Gladiator. Yeah. And they were like, nah, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. We just need the everyday person.
Yeah, imagine if it was like MXC, where it was like elite athletes running down the
right.
Like,
that would
it's
not
like,
be fun.
It's like, no, get the school teacher from Nagoya to come in here.
Exactly.
That's way funnier.
Yeah, you're everyman going up against the Gladiators. That's what made that show amazing.
Yeah, I loved that show when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I highly recommend you watch it. It's good because they have all the original Gladiators from like season 2 on and interview all of them except for Tower.
Oh yeah,
because I don't know. I guess the whole roid scandal with him, because he roided out on a referee in like season 2.
Oh yeah,
and they fired him immediately.
You can't abuse the referees.
No.
Yeah,
it's wild.
It's a good way to get like banned from your sport forever.
Yes. So no Echo.
Yep.
But I did go ahead and watch True Detective season 4 episode 1.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
On soap today.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, the quality.
Oh, come on. You're such a quality queen, dude. Come on.
I am. And I was like, it's a good thing that the storyline of that show is excellent.
I told you.
It's so excellent that I was like, I can look past the quality.
Oh my God, I told you.
I can look past the quality. I prefer to have it in quality, 4K, UHD, but you know.
God, come on, dude. Beggars can't be choosers here.
But choosers can be beggars.
So you only watched the 1 episode so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case. I know there's 2 out, but we only watched the 1.
Yeah, episode 3's today.
Episode 3's today? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll catch up.
Yeah.
So I have never watched a True Detective before.
I watched the first season. And
I have no idea what it's all about, like in regards to if it's somehow reality based or if it's just supernatural right out of the get-go or what the hell.
Season 1 is reality based.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, what's going on with this? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be supernatural or is it just whatever, you know? So that's part of the reason why I was like, oh shit, this is so good.
Are they gonna like wrap it back into the realm of reality? Because right now it's just like what is going on?
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything about the next episode, but it sort of points towards something.
Okay.
But it is tied back to the first season.
Oh.
But you wouldn't know.
No.
I didn't know either, even though I watched the first season, but I literally watched it like 5 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But like when Harry Potter's aunt when she's out on the ice, and the guy's like, she's like, "Hey Travis, what's going on?"
Yeah.
And follow me. That is Matthew McConaughey's character.
Oh.
From the first season.
Huh.
Not played by him.
Yeah.
Because I didn't remember his name was Travis. Like, I'm like, this is a long-haired fuck on the ice here.
Yeah.
But apparently that is his character, played by another guy. So it is tied into that first season somehow, but other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. It was such a weird scene. Like when Travis first shows up, because Harry Potter's aunt, whatever her name is, just totally calm, just looks at him and goes,
"Hi Travis."
Hey Travis.
Yeah.
Just like not even batting an eye. Just like there's a guy, Travis, obviously dead, with no shoes on, just hanging out.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Anyways, the whole thing is like, is she crazy or is she not? No one knows. But it was, that's where I was like, oh, it's got a Twin Peaks vibe to it here. Like, what's happening? And then it's like they got the thing sort of thing going on. And, the actors are like Jodie Foster's in it. And it's got like that's the other thing. It's got like, it's not just about the mystery of what's going on. It's also got the subplots of like the one cops and his son are cops, but then his dad is like, the implication is he's talking to like a fake, he's being catfished online by a woman, and what's going on with Jodie Foster's character. And
there was so much character development and backstory in the first episode. Right in the middle, I was like, it started to lose me.
Yeah.
But then at the end, it's just like right back in.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, they're introducing so many characters at once and all their backstories at once, and I'm like, oh my god, this is a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
Yeah. It was, and episode 2 is interesting as well for that as well. Especially at the end of the season, the first episode, and they're all in the ice there.
Yeah, you're like,
what the fuck happened to these guys? So
what the hell? They're all just like, having a gawk at whatever's in the sky.
Yeah. The one thing I will say is it's supposed to take place in like Alaska and like the night when it's dark always, whatever. I don't know exactly what the city
30
was
days
called.
of night.
Yeah.
And see something.
Yeah. But they'll show them and they're on the ice and the wind's blowing and snow and everything like that. I'm like, they don't have any like foggy breath coming out. So I know they're on a soundstage and they're not cold. So it kind of takes me out of it a little bit because I'm like, they should be like shivering here.
Yeah.
But highly recommended. And when are you gonna watch Twin Peaks?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Jodie Foster's character, I'm like, I don't know what to make of her yet. Yeah. She's like just a hard asshole.
Yeah.
But then it's like it's hard to see Jodie Foster as such a hard asshole.
I don't know. Did you not see what's that one with Matt Damon where she's like the queen of the people up in the sky?
Oh yeah.
What's that even called?
Oh god, I can't.
That's
Elysium.
That's a violent ass movie.
That's a super good movie.
But she's a super bitch in that movie.
She is a super bitch in that movie. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of her in a lot of movies and stuff like that through the years.
Yeah.
She's pretty good.
Yeah, she is pretty good in this one too so far.
Yeah, and she like looks like a real woman.
Yes.
Like she's not like face pulled taut.
No. She's just
she might have had some surgery or something like that, but if she did, it's like very good because it's like, oh, she's got like wrinkles on her upper lip and like, she looks like a real person.
Yeah.
Which is like unusual for a older lady.
Yeah.
Because she's got to be like 60 something, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Like I'm thinking like when she was a kid, she was doing movies as a kid in like the early 70s, so she's got to be 60 something.
Yes. Her name just blanked out.
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah. So
Yeah, she is 61.
Yeah, there you go.
Born in 1962.
There you go. Yeah, so I'm liking it so far. I might go back and watch season 3. I never watched it. It's supposed to be pretty good.
Mhm.
Season 2 I started to watch, but I was like, I don't give a fuck about season 2. But season 2 was a classic case of, oh, the show's a hit. Make a second season right now. So they did season 1, and it was like a huge hit, and they had to do season 2 immediately, and it was like underwhelming. And then they took off like 4 years, did season 3, and everyone was like, oh yeah, okay, good. Season 3 is good. And then they took off another 4 years, and they did season 4.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that works better, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
The soundtrack in this,
oh, that's
just
interesting.
fire. It's so good.
The theme song is like Billie Eilish.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard a Billie Eilish song before.
but their musical selection throughout the episode is like, it's just on point.
Yeah.
It conveys the exact feeling that they were going for, especially that combined with the pretty stellar cinematography in some of those shots.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, they're doing a good job on this one.
Looks really good.
Yeah.
Everything looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything too weird. Like, I was trying to think, like, how would small town Alaska work? And it seemed pretty realistic to me.
Yeah.
So
just these tiny little, everyone's just crammed in a tiny little pre-manufactured buildings.
Yeah.
And they're tiny little apartments, and
everyone's
stuff.
an alcoholic.
And everyone's an alcoholic.
There's not enough. There's not enough cocaine yet, but other than that, or not enough meth either. But I think that'll come later, maybe.
Yeah, they're like, I've only got a couple beers left. That's my stash.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't drink the water. It's bad.
Yeah, exactly. That's historically accurate.
Yes.
Though. Like from the medieval days, it was like everyone was just drunk all the time because it was safer to drink like mead or beer than water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Water was at a premium back then.
Well, it was just all dirty because the town up the river from you shit directly in the fucking river.
Yep.
And that just happened all the way down to the river, all the way down. So.
All the way down to the ocean and lakes.
Exactly.
Gross.
Yep. It'll wash away. Just throw it in the river. Get rid of it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Speaking of gross, it's time for your DSP update.
Oh my god. I know I said last time I wasn't going to do a DSP update, but the story arc this season is just so good. So the one thing I forgot to mention last time, I think, was part of the reason he was going off the deep end, and we'll talk about it later with Twitch, but on YouTube, you can do gifted memberships to a channel like you can on Twitch. But on YouTube, they have different values depending where you buy them.
Yeah.
So people have been VPNing into Argentina and gifting 50 subs to him at a time, which gives him he gets like $1.
Yeah.
Because they're worth nothing in Argentina. And he is so stupid. He decided to go on stream and tell everybody why this was what was happening. So rather than just not saying anything, he went on there and was like, oh, these trolls are going and they're VPing into Argentina and gifting these memberships. I'm not making any money on it. So please, there's nothing I can do. So please, don't wait for a gifted membership. You should purchase your own because I'm not earning any money on this. And everyone was like, oh, we didn't know that's what was happening. So then other people started doing it.
Yeah.
So he's getting gifted hundreds of these memberships that are worth nothing, and people are accepting them. But because they accepted one, they can't buy one of their own.
Yeah.
So he's not earning any money from any of these gifted memberships.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah. But I was just like, what an idiot. Why would he tell everybody how to troll them more effectively? I know what his thinking was. Like, he has to tell them he's not making any money. Yeah. So they need to step it up and pay him more money, right? But it didn't work that way. So, but he's also a notorious liar.
Yes.
He lies about everything. So he also says he's lost $1,500 in revenue because of this.
Yeah.
Which is probably a lie. He's probably lost like $200 in revenue or something, you know? But he just lies about everything. So the other thing that he's done is he started playing Infinite Wealth, and I was playing Like a Dragon, and our friend Salinth came in and was like, oh my god, did you see DSP's latest tweet about Infinite Wealth today? And I was like, no, I don't look at his Twitter. I don't even know how Salinth knew about this, but he told me about it.
Yeah.
So DSP had tweeted out like, "Oh my god, I'm loving Yakuza Infinite Wealth. It's like my life story. This is great. It's like my life story. Tune in to like the pre-stream podcast and I'll tell you guys all about it, right?" So I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? So then yesterday he did his little pre-stream podcast and he's talking about how Infinite Wealth reminds him of his life because in Infinite Wealth, Kasuga tries to do everything correctly and be a good guy, but then an internet smear campaign comes along and everyone gets false information and he loses his job. He gets fired from Hello Work. He has nowhere. He has no job. He has nothing. And everyone, it's all false negative information is surrounding him. And he's telling this. And I'm just like, wow, this guy's delusional, right? Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently his chat was also saying stuff because he fucking went ballistic. Because someone said something about it's pretty cringe that you're comparing your life to the story of Infinite Wealth, like you're a meme or whatever. And he fucking went off and he was like telling the people in the chat to eat shit and like how like this is, you know, he's just yelling at them like fuck off and get out of here and just going crazy. Oh my god, it was so unhinged. And he didn't even delete it or anything. Like sometimes when he does stupid shit, he'll like realize later like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, and he'll like edit it out or whatever. But no, he just uploaded this crazy rant to his YouTube channel. And
what a
like,
guy.
Yeah, he's a scat lover, I'm sure, because he always talks about having people eat shit out of his asshole or lick his shit. And this time he said, "Why don't you send me your address so I could send you a spoon so you could eat shit out of my ass?"
Oh my god.
He's just fucking demented.
Oh, 100%.
That's
just wild, dude.
Well, and his thing is like he says all this negative stuff about him online. No one will actually give him a fair shake and check him out because it's all fake news and slanderous or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, no, it's I checked you out because when I first saw the videos, I was like, there's no way.
There's no way.
This has got to be exaggerated. And then I actually watched his stream. I was like, oh no, it's not exaggerated. This is actually the way he is.
It's just actually like this.
Yeah. So, but he lives in his little bubble.
Yep.
And he has no
bubble of buffoonery.
Well, he does his stupid... Oh, that's the other thing. He thought he had a great scam going because he started a second channel, or he renamed his old channel to his reaction channel. DSP Reacts, like we want to see this clown watch a video.
Yeah.
But then he monetizes it. He's got, you know, memberships, and you can tip, and, you know, it'd be really nice if you tipped on this channel. He started a third one. He renamed his old channel to be DSP Throwback. Because he has all these old playthroughs that were like lost to time. Like he had Final Fantasy 13 was automatically demonetized on YouTube back in the day. So he made a whole another channel for the Final Fantasy 13 playthrough that got deleted, but he still had the playthrough on like a hard drive.
Yeah. So
he's been re-uploading them. So he remonetized this channel and he's asking for like more gifts and donations and stuff over there.
Yeah.
So he's just another like way to get more money from the same guys, basically.
Yeah,
because he's like carried by like 5 guys. That always,
5 whales.
Yeah, basically. Oh my god, it's crazy.
That's wild.
It's so crazy.
What a wild time.
And the old playthroughs are like when he was being his like racist dumb self. So they're not being. That's the one thing I'll say is they're not editing out like any of the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like when he says the N-word, it's still in there, but he does it like he thinks he's like Disney, where there's like a. There's like a preamble before every video, like these were recorded in a different era, and I'm not like this anymore. And there might be language that you disagree with. It's like he's putting on the Song of the South or something like that.
That's wild.
It's like, oh my god. Anyways, unless there's some crazy DSP like meltdowns next week, we will not hear about DSP next week. But it's just been so unhinged this recent times.
Yeah. I'm sure that's incorrect. I'm sure we'll hear about DSP.
Well, I mean, I could do a whole podcast on DSP. There's so much stuff. Like, he got roasted because he wore t-shirts all the time on stream by this other streamer, Low Tier Gods, that he like totally changed his wardrobe, and he now wears collared shirts and button ups and stuff like that. But then one day he was wearing a women's sweater. Anyways, yeah, it's so So stupid.
You know, it's not stupid.
No.
Patreon.com/StreamVoidPod.
Okay.
That's right. That's the only way you can get in here and support this stream with your hard-earned dollar you use anyway. You can throw money directly into your monitor and it will magically materialize in our hands.
Yeah.
And by doing so, just $1 a month, by the way, you can get access to our pre-show content, our post-show content, which is now the same content because posting 3 things at a time
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So I combined them into one
legendary
giant 2-hour-long content mill.
Oh my God, that's too much.
It is too much. It's too much for $1.
You're right.
It's such a steal.
That is a steal. Oh, maybe that's what we should do with the McRib.
Oh, Patreon exclusive video?
Maybe.
The McRib taste test?
Yeah, we're going to do a McRib taste test. Apparently it's coming back to Canada after how many years?
Yeah.
I don't even know the last time it was available here. 20 years?
Something like that.
I don't even remember. Anyways, it's apparently coming back on Tuesday. So.
Wow. So if you want to see us eat a McRib, patreon.com.
Why would you want to see that? I think we have to do it as a mukbang.
Yes.
We got to get like 20 each.
God. Limited quantity. I don't think McDonald's would even allow that. Can we just get 40 McRibs? Just delivered, please.
Imagine how much that would cost.
Oh, imagine how much
inflation
it would cost in stomach issues.
Oh, I'd be just diarrhea all over the place.
Yep.
Yeah. Gross.
Yes. You also get the podcast early. You get it on Sunday instead of on Wednesday when it would normally go live. So you can listen to it on your Monday commute to work.
Oh, baby.
Or
pretty good
on Sunday before you go to bed.
Or whenever you want. That's the beauty.
Literally whenever you want.
And don't forget, Patreon gives you a custom RSS feed that you can put in your own player because Patreon app sucks balls.
And it's ad free on Patreon.
Yeah, I've never heard an ad. I haven't listened to an episode in the regular feed in a while. So
no.
I probably need to catch up on what we've been up to.
Yeah, you gotta.
Well, it is like a little.
Date.
It is like a diary, though.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Because I'll listen to it and be like, "Oh, I forgot about that." Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep.
So
yep,
pretty good.
Patreon.com/StreamVoidPod. You can do it.
Please. I'm gonna be out on the street unless you subscribe.
Literally out on the street. It's unreal.
Yep,
it's this close. This close. You don't
I'm
see
teetering on the edge.
I'm holding my fingers very close together.
I'm sweating right now.
Technically a finger and a thumb very close together. I'm holding it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Speaking of finger and thumb very close together.
Ew.
Right?
Gross.
Vince McMahon.
Yep.
He is, of course, he was the WWE dude in chief and combat arms guy. I don't know. And also a wrestler somehow. Who knows? There have been some allegations that come out that he was doing some old sex trafficking while he was doing the WWE stuff.
So there are allegations right now.
Yes.
But he did pay some money beforehand for a what do you call it? NDA.
Yeah.
The person allegating, is that a word?
Allegedly?
Doing the allegations?
Allegation, yes. Alleges?
She says that they made a deal for $3 million and she only ever got $1 million. And so she went to the coppers with their information. And basically it was alleged that he forced her into a sexual relationship and did heinous things, as well as make her have sexual relations with someone else in the company. I can't remember his name. And also implied or used her as a way to keep some wrestler from leaving the company by saying that she was going to sleep with someone. They didn't actually, apparently, though the one wrestler did contact her. They don't say who that is, though. But apparently that wrestler never actually did anything with her. But he pooed on her head. That's the allegation, is he took a duke on her.
Why?
Yeah, that's not really something I'm into too much. Usually when
maybe not even at all.
When I have to poo, it's like feeling my least sexy.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but it was like last year sometime where they were already investigating him for paying off someone with company funds. Like, for some reason. They didn't say what the reason was, but he used the company funds to do like pay off someone privately or something like that.
That's weird.
So I can believe it. He always seemed like a wiener.
Yes.
I mean, I guess when you're like that rich and in power, you just become a wiener. I think it's natural, I guess.
It's a
Seems
natural
like everybody
progression.
becomes a wiener. And I guess the steroids probably didn't help either.
Probably.
And the HGH.
Probably.
And the hair dye.
Yes. Hair dye. That's the worst
And the
part.
plastic surgery. So, yeah, he looks like weird now.
Yeah. Whenever he would come out,
Hmm.
I'd be like, who is this guy?
Vince McMahon
Vince McMahon.
doing the billionaire strut.
Yep. It's
I mean,
ridiculous.
during the Attitude Era when he was feuding with Stone Cold and stuff like that,
Yeah.
made for interesting male soap opera watching.
I suppose.
But yeah, it'd be also like if you were, I don't know, watching a movie and it's like, here's the president of the movie company. He's in this movie now.
Yeah. He's coming out to kick some butt.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're over budget. I'm here to lay the smackdown.
Oh,
So,
ridiculous.
and it was the only reason they started paying her off was because Vince's wife found out about it or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, Linda.
Huh.
I'm sure they're all pretty like the whole squad is. I don't know. Like if Vince is like that, what are the kids like?
Right?
Like
Weren't they
kind of-
wrestling too?
Yeah, like Stephanie was in there and
Yeah.
Shane and everything. But it's like I don't know. Well, obviously your parents sort of influence the way you are
Mm-hmm.
because that's who you look up to. But then again, was they even raised by Vince McMahon? Like, do you think they just Linda did everything, or do you think like they had a nanny?
Yeah.
Like,
Who knows? Probably.
Can you picture Vince being very hands-on as
No.
a parent?
No. But I mean, I don't know any of these people.
I saw a clip too of Stephanie being interviewed before this, so before the allegations,
Yeah.
and it was about how they were asking about storylines she was involved in, and she said that she only ever told her dad two times for storylines,
Uh-huh.
and the one was that when she was pregnant, he pitched a storyline that he was the father. So I don't know if it was like it was gonna be like like she
Oh
was
my
like
God.
carrying a baby for Linda.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like her mom and her dad, egg and sperm, and they implanted the embryo in her. But the clip was that my dad was the father of my baby.
Oh my God. That is awful.
Yeah, very weird. Very weird.
Very weird.
I haven't watched wrestling in a long time. They just signed a deal with Netflix.
Did
they? Yeah, just the other day, like the day before or the day that this happened.
Yeah.
that WWE is going to be on Netflix for any like the Raw is going to be on there and any of the shows, and then in other countries. Well, it said outside the US, so I don't know if it means Canada, but all the outside the US, they're going to have like the pay-per-view events and all the historical shows and
Oh,
everything.
that's
like
cool.
that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. But I mean, does that mean outside of Canada too?
Yeah. Who knows?
Probably not.
Probably not.
So,
all the work guys,
Mhm.
like the old work crew, that they're just hard into it.
wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Every Friday they gather to watch
Oh.
WrestleMania.
Oh, like
Or not WrestleMania, but
Raw.
Raw.
Isn't that
Yeah.
Thursday? Or maybe they changed it.
Whatever the Friday show is.
It might be.
They
it might
all
be
get
Raw.
together and they watch whatever it is. And it's wild.
I couldn't even name any wrestler besides Kenny Omega. That's like the only wrestler I know.
Yeah. I don't know
mean,
any now.
The only reason I know Kenny Omega is he's a big gamer and he was in Yakuza like a Dragon Ishin. That's like a guy you can recruit with like Rahu Kali and what's her name from Vishojo.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been so long since I watched the wrestling.
Yeah.
Do
me
they have
too.
historic episodes and stuff on there? Like WCW maybe? I don't know.
That'd be cool.
See the
If they did
episode of
that.
WCW Thunder that I'm in the crowd in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a sign?
Well, I did have a sign, but like when we went there, it was me and my buddies, and I made a big bed sheet and I wrote on it, I think back in that era, Hunter Hearst Helmsley or Triple H, he said like he'd always be like, Triple H is that damn good.
Mhm.
That was his like catchphrase. and he's not in WCW, he's in WWE. So I wrote on this giant banner, Lance Storm. He was a Canadian wrestler.
Yeah.
Is that damn good? And it was on a bed sheet, and I hung it over the railing. But we were like on the wrong side from the cameras and everything that. But while we were waiting for the show to go, we were like, you know, hooting and hollering up there. And the promoter came up to us and was like, "Hey, that's your sign?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Who are you here with?" And I was like, "All my friends here, whatever." He's like, "Yeah, come with me. We're going to go down." And I was like, "Oh, well, okay." And they put us in the second row.
Nice.
Where the camera points over the stage.
Yeah.
Or the stage over the ring to us there. But he didn't tell us that he was moving us down there. So I didn't bring the sign.
Oh, of course.
Because it was tied to the like railing.
Yeah,
you know? So anyways, we got in.
Nice.
Didn't bring
the
that.
sign,
But then we were like doing chants and stuff like that. Because it was like when Kevin Nash was in the WCW, but we were chanting like Diesel, like his WWE name. We're like, Diesel, Diesel. And the other thing too was like there was a match between Mean Gene Okerlund and one of the Nitro girls. And Mean Gene comes running out and he's wearing like a Camel's Blazers jersey. And we're like, yeah, all right, woo. And then the Nitro girl ran out and she was wearing a Blazers jersey as well. And we were like, who are we supposed to cheer for?
We're confused.
Yeah, so
one of them needed to be wearing a Kelowna Rockets
jersey.
Yeah,
exactly.
Then we would have known.
Exactly. So anyways, it was I'd like to see that, but I've never been able to find that.
Yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be fun to see.
Copy of that. So I've seen a few wrestling shows. I also went and saw like Raw or something in Vancouver. Or maybe it was a pay-per-view. I don't even remember. But that was interesting.
Yeah.
The Rock was there and everything. So.
Nice.
They did a bunch of stuff after the show ended too. They stayed in the stage and Rock did this was like the Rock era where he would talk about like he would smell like the Rock was cooking, but he also did a whole thing where he would be like, "Well, I smell pie. What kind of?" It's like, is it apple pie? No. Is it cherry pie? No. And then he eventually it's poontang pie.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's the Attitude Era, man.
I mean, if you're smelling that on stage, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
Well, you gotta smell what the Rock's cooking, you know?
He's cooking poontang pie?
Yeah, and you do the people's elbow on you. Get out, get the fuck out. Yeah, so wrestling.
Gross.
That was the Vince McMahon era.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of eras,
Uh-huh.
we're in a new one.
Oh, wow. Eras.
It is the AI era.
But you know what? Before we even talk about the AI era, they talk about Taylor Swift in eras too. It's all, every album is a different era.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 1989 era. But we're in the AI of the Taylor Swift deepfake era.
Yes. Not too long ago. A couple days ago, in fact.
Yeah.
X/Twitter was slammed with so much explicit Taylor Swift AI generated.
What's it explicit?
Some of it was,
I don't know.
I mean, there were boobs.
I saw boobs.
Sometimes.
Is that explicit or is it just art?
There were no, it might just be art.
I saw no vagine.
There was no vagine.
I saw no
There was no nipples.
no penetration.
No pen.
A pen. There was some offensive artwork though of her like with her boyfriend and like her holding a non-white baby, implying that she was impregnated by someone else, I guess.
Yeah.
But so there's a lot of AI pornography basically of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Which was scrubbed from Twitter, and now you can't even really search for her on Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
Because I guess they can't control I don't know. They can't scrub it from the platform, so rather than having to go through manually deleting it, they just won't let you search for her on there anymore. They look, I seen them. I seen it.
Yeah, we seen all of them.
We've seen all of them. We were sent them by our researching friend, Pixacat. She's all on the what do you call it? The online drama.
Yes.
And so obviously these were done on like someone's private AI installation. Like they have their own whatever Dolly.
Yeah, and
that
all that's open source, so it's super easy. Super easy to do.
Yeah, because Dolly will not do that for you.
No,
and it wouldn't look as realistic as these did.
No, these look very.
That's
these
the other thing too.
These were trained on millions of pictures of Taylor Swift,
but they probably were also touched up.
Oh yeah, probably.
Because there was only a few times where I was like, that guy's hands are not proper.
Oh yeah, this one has they're grabbing her butt, but their fingers are going inside her butt, like not her butt.
Wait a minute,
not her butt, but her like inside the flesh of the cheek flesh,
in the ham hock,
and they're just like going straight into them.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god, that's
he's just grabbing really hard because, well, she wishes her ass was this juicy. IRL. She's upsetty spaghetti about it, obviously, and so is apparently the White House. Well, I mean, they're talking about, I don't know, wanting to do some sort of law or whatever to blah, blah, blah. But that's, what could you even do as a law?
Yeah, right.
Like
it's hard to do.
But this reminds me of the early internet era where Alyssa Milano had something very similar happen to her, where people would just Photoshop her head onto like porno pictures.
Oh yeah. And
she went in front of Congress and spoke about it and wanted to get them offline because she was like the #1 target of that back in the day.
Yep.
It was crazy. Similar thing here, except now with the deep faking, it's more realistic. Like in the backwoods era of early photoshopping, it'd be like they barely, match. Or
you had to have some artistic talent to get.
Well, even then, it would be like a low res face picture on like an HD in air quotes for early internet pictures. So
a 320 by 200 interlaced image,
exactly,
on top of a 640 by 480 interlaced image,
exactly. So they didn't look that good. I was trying to think, like, what if I was a famous person and something like that happened? I don't even think I would give a fuck.
No, you'd be like, well, that happened.
They're not real.
No, they're not real.
So, okay, whatever.
And you can't even mistake them for real.
Well, a really stupid person.
A really stupid person might be able to.
You're giving the world way too much credit when you think some people don't think they're real.
Yeah, I guess. I guess I'm trained in the technique of spotting AI images.
Yeah, but like, people are fucking stupid as shit.
Oh,
so there's some people that think they're real. But what's it? Maybe if they were like her real nudes were leaked or something like that, then maybe I'd be like, that kind of sucks. But like, if there was fake,
yeah, it's all just fake.
I'd just be like, whatever, that sucks, I guess.
I mean, of course, we are of the male persuasion, so we can't really speak like that. But I mean, yeah, for us, it's just like, it's whatever.
I guess I don't have to. Yeah, I guess I've never had to worry about being observed as a sex object. So I've never had to deal with that in my life.
There's someone out there for sure.
I mean, but on the scale of the Taylor Swift,
yes,
where it's like you're famous and that's, whatever.
Yeah.
So
it's wild.
Excuse me. Pretty crazy.
Yeah. There's some of the, the Muppets going to town on her and that as well.
Well, that's the whole point is, and I think it only came about because she's dating a football guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like most of the AI images is her in like red paint with the football crowd.
Yeah.
Getting, touched and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's other ones where she's just like in the trash with Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, she's a garbage person.
And then Kermit.
Well, what's wrong with that? I'd like to be photoshopped with Kermit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge Taylor Swift enjoyer, but I don't find her distasteful or anything.
No, she's definitely not distasteful.
I think maybe she thinks a little highly of herself, perhaps, but lots of famous people do.
We are in a generation. We are in an era, the Taylor Swift era, where Taylor Swift is the queen bee.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of like she has had no negative really.
No, not really. Like nothing negative has really come out against her. She's just doing the best, I guess.
Yeah, she's kind of like still she can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Much like Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of just like, rabid fans. Though I think Beyonce, it's kind of turning on her a little bit now, but
yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have a like specific thing, but just sentiment has not been as positive with her. I don't know why. Maybe it was the Malibu thing. Was she involved in the Malibu thing?
What's the Malibu
when
thing?
No, was it Malibu or was it in Hawaii when they were like her and Oprah and The Rock were, or was she involved with that when they were trying to get donations to help people? When there was like the hurricane or something, I can't remember, but they were like trying to get donations, and there was a big backlash against The Rock because it was like, what are you asking regular people for money, dude? Why don't you do something about it, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe she wasn't involved with that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
If I Google Malibu thing Beyonce, it just brings up Beyonce and Jay-Z dropped $2 million on the Malibu house.
Maybe it wasn't Malibu. Well, that was part of the thing too, is that might be it actually. They were buying up the cheap land because all the houses and shit got destroyed, so they could just buy like mass amounts of land. I don't know if it was her though. I can't remember. I know Oprah was in on it, so. Anyways, yeah. I'm sure the public will turn on Taylor Swift eventually.
Yeah, who knows when? Who knows when? Be a long time.
She's been around for a while now.
Yes.
No real negative repercussions for it. Not that she deserves anything, but I think she's a fine songwriter, I guess, and fine singer.
Yes.
But I just don't need to shake it off with her, I guess.
I guess not.
Did she sing that song?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I enjoy that song quite a bit.
The only one I know is about her getting a kiss or something like that. She sings a lot about that, doesn't she?
Probably. I don't know.
Or I'll Be the Princess or something.
I don't like a lot of her music. I mean, it's serviceable as music in the way
the
the music goes.
And bleeps
not enough bleeps and bloops for me. But Shake It Off that's a real good song.
Okay.
That's probably my favorite of hers.
All right. Cool beans.
Unless we're talking about remixes, and then there's some super fire Drifter remixes of I can't remember what the song is.
Sure.
Trouble Now.
Never heard of it.
That's good. Trouble? I Knew You Were Trouble? When?
Oh, that's her?
That's her, yeah.
Oh, I
that's
do know that song. Oh, yeah. Okay. I probably have heard a lot of them, actually, then.
Probably.
Am I feigning ignorance right now?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, I know a few of her songs.
Yes, definitely.
I couldn't name a Billie Eilish song until True Blood. Or True Detective.
I still can't.
I don't know what it's called, but I know it's her.
It's Billie Eilish.
Yeah, that's the boomer way of spelling whatever her name is.
Eilish.
Call her Billie Eilish. I prefer it that way, anyways.
Sorry, Billie.
She's listening.
She's 100% listening. She loves this
sure.
podcast. She loves us. It's good.
Wow, she should sign up for the Patreon. Throw us a few fucking bucks.
I suppose.
Oh, Billie Eilish.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Speaking of
Billie Eilish,
I got no segue.
Speaking of
segue it harder.
Speaking of bad segues,
Microsoft and Xbox.
Yeah,
they have recently purchased a lot of people.
Yes,
and companies. And now, it's time to do a layoff.
Yes. So they're laying off 2,000 people.
1,500, 1,800, 1,900 employees reportedly
across Xbox, Blizzard, and Bethesda.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of speculation about this going around. So one of the departments that said was hit heavy was their physical games department, where they would work on, I don't know what you work on with physical game department. You put a fucking JPEG on the front of the box and you write some bullshit on the back, and that's the end of the physical games department. There's no manual.
Not anymore.
So there's not much to do. Anyways, they let a bunch of those guys go. So there's a few things with this. I think a lot of it is redundancy layoffs.
Yeah, probably.
Because they have 3 companies, Microsoft, Bethesda, and Activision. So there's probably 3 marketing departments.
Yes.
There's 3 whatever, blah, 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 of all these different departments. So it's like, well, we don't need 3 different marketing departments. We can just keep this one and beef it up and get rid of the other 2.
Yeah.
Which sucks for the people that lose their jobs.
100%.
But generally, Microsoft has very good severance. And they also try to put you into other roles within the company.
A good, good job placement.
Yeah.
Department.
So, yeah. So that sucks for all those guys that have lost their jobs. Also, because of the layoffs, they canceled Blizzard's survival game that they were working on. I don't know if you remember this. We talked about this.
I seem to recall hearing something about it.
because the picture shows like the kids at the edge of the forest and their bike is leaning against the tree, and it
There's
just
a
seemed
fantastic castle floating in the background.
I think we did talk about it. So the people that were working on it were really hyped about it, but that doesn't really mean anything. The people that, just because you're working on it doesn't mean it's going to be good or anything like that. So they X that out. But the main thing people are talking about is the physical games department and how like, oh, this is a sign Microsoft's not going to do physical game releases anymore, which I think is fucking baloney. Because okay, well, unless Microsoft is also going to stop making consoles, they still have to sell physical games. Because why the fuck would Walmart sell an Xbox console
and no games?
And no game. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Or GameStop or any of these places.
Save a lot of space on the shelf. You just got the console, controllers, and then cards for Game Pass.
Yeah, but like there's no money to be made on any of that stuff.
No.
Like
that's where you lose money.
Well, I mean, Walmart's not losing money.
Not for Walmart, but for Microsoft.
Yes, but not Walmart or whatever.
No.
But like, why would you carry a console that you will make nothing on anything else, basically?
Yeah.
Because they're not making much on a console.
No.
They are making some, but it's like not negligible, really.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just more the fact that like they don't need that huge of a department working on physical game releases. Because like, what is it? You slap the game art on the disc, put it in the box.
Yeah. Find the printer,
send it off to China,
laser etched onto the disc. Send
it off to China, and then it comes back on a boat.
Yep.
Yeah. So unless Microsoft is going to go strictly streaming and be like, oh, we're going to have an app. It's the Xbox app, and then you just stream to any device. Then maybe I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It's just I think people that, not that I should say like I know more than anybody else, but it's just people that don't look or think about it really.
Yeah.
That are just like, oh, that's the end of physical games from Xbox. And there's other things too, like Sushumna, Hellblade 2, I don't think is getting a physical release, but I don't really think that's, or I mean, maybe it's just Microsoft is not going to do physical releases anymore. Okay, that I can see.
Yeah.
Maybe Microsoft is just like, we're going to do digital only. If anyone else wants to do a disc-based thing, that's fine.
Go ahead.
How do you sell? I mean, I guess they are doing it. I was going to say, how do you sell a collector's edition without a physical thing? Oh, they already do it.
Yeah.
So
here's your collector's edition stuff. It's just some in-game stuff.
Yeah.
There's no art book. There's no, oh, your art book is digital.
Yeah. I guess it's possible. Like they could just do it that way and just have like, if they is a physical release, like limited run games, just a physical release for a game. I don't think, I mean, I think they still sell enough discs to make it, so why stop doing it? You know?
It'd be interesting to see the stats on that, like how many discs Walmart is actually selling to.
I don't think Walmart releases any of that info.
I don't think so either.
Like when they do like the sales, ESRB sales, not ESRB. I don't remember what the company's called. They'll do their sales numbers. It's always not including Walmart because Walmart just doesn't share their information. But you think about other places where the internet sucks.
Yeah,
it's like, I have to download a fucking 60 gig game every time.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of guess you got to do it anyways because there'll be the day one 60 gig patch.
Yeah. 60 gig game with a day one 60 gig patch.
Yeah. So
here's half the game on disc.
Now I'm torn on it. Maybe it is possible.
It is possible. I don't think it's happening now.
I just don't really see it either.
Because there's too many places where like you said, the internet is a big factor. There are too many places across America where the internet's just garbage.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking America, but that's not even considering like South America, Africa, parts of Asia, parts of Europe. Like that's just not a thing that they can just. They've dial-up basically.
Yeah, essentially. You want to play games
there? Fucking year to download, man.
Yeah.
Or if you're on Starlink or something like that.
Yeah. Or just even in Australia.
Guy. So we'll see what happens anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's getting to be close to the time, I think, when we're going to start hearing about not next gen, but like half gen updates, you know? The PS5 Pro.
Oh, yeah. The Pro
Xbox
style.
Series XX.
XX.
stuff like that.
Yeah, and then they'll go to the XXX.
Ooh, erotic.
Spicy. Spicy Xbox.
Not that I think they really need it. Like, my Xbox Series X is still like super fast and like whatever, you know.
Once you get that SSD in there, it's just a whole new thing.
Well, even an Xbox One X was still kind of slowish.
Yeah.
Like,
did it have an SSD in it?
I don't know, but I'm just talking about even the menus and stuff like that. Whereas the Series X is like
boom, processor couldn't handle the Xbox architecture.
I would hope that the fucking system could run the operating system, but I don't know.
Yeah, I remember it being pretty slow when I was playing it. The only time I ever played the
One X or the Xbox One,
just the Xbox One. I was like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah,
this just feels like a 360 has been dialed back a little bit.
Well, that was because it had the fucking all the bullshit for the Kinect in it, probably. That really hampered the system at the start because they had to reserve like 4 gigs of RAM to operate the Kinect or some bullshit. Yeah, so
that's wild.
But yeah, PS5 super quick, you know.
Yep.
And the graphics are still like. Is there anything PC wise that is that much better than Xbox or PS5?
Maybe just all the ray tracing stuff.
Ray tracing is on both of them now, so.
Yeah, but not as powerful enough. Like, I think it's just frame rates and ray tracing that are the main factors that set everything apart, because everything still looks really good on console now. It's just, you know, sometimes you got to play it at 30. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different now. Console, back in the day, it was kind of like computers were like made to be like, you need someone who knows about computers to do them. Like, I remember like trying to do a hard drive or something in a computer, and it's like, no, you have to turn the little jumper things in the fucking thing to get it to work in there. It's like, what the fuck? Why can't I just plug it in?
And then you got to set your landing zone.
Yeah, it's just like now with the computer, it's just like click it in and it's fine.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. Same thing with games. It was like, oh, I got to fucking download the driver and do this and that and the other thing, and you can't. It just doesn't work. So that's why you want a console. Now it's like, oh, it just fucking works. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, back then, the PC days, when 3D was first happening, you had to have a 3D accelerator card to go along with your 2D card.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a wild time.
Yeah, just a lot of too much fucking around to get a game to run. So I was like, I'll just stick with the PlayStation. I put the disc in, I press the power button, I play a game.
Yeah.
That's the end of it.
Yeah.
So. Anyways, it'll be interesting to see where they go with the old Xbox malarkey.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we briefly touched on this next article with the open world survivor game.
Yeah.
The Blizzard open world survival game.
I just wanted to lump it all together with the Xbox layoffs and everything.
It's done.
I mean, do we need another survival game from Blizzard? It seems like all the best survival games are just coming from like small companies that do it on a limited budget and get it done. Whereas like, you know, at Blizzard, they had to have a meeting every day. Like, well, what's the color palette going to be?
Production update meeting. Let's go.
Oh, you know, like, should we use a pickaxe or should we just use bombs? Well, you know, let's put a pin in it and talk about it in our next meeting. So,
decisions need to be made.
Yeah. And it was probably greenlit by Bobby Kotick as a games of service game.
Yeah.
Much like Overwatch 2 and Diablo Immortal, where he said like, oh no, we need a game that's going to be a continuing revenue stream.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, whatever. So same thing with the Bethesda when they're like, no, we need a MMO Elder Scrolls and we need an MMO Fallout. So we have a continual revenue stream for when we sell the company. Which is exactly why those games exist. Well, maybe not Elder Scrolls Online, but Fallout 76, 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Big time.
Terrible shovelware game.
No, it's not terrible shovelware, but it was only created because of that exact reason.
Yeah.
Because they can show it on the books and like, oh, we're worth more money. We have a, you know, games as service game that makes money every month. So
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about religion.
Oh, my favorite topic.
Right? There is a pastor, Colorado, and him and his wife stole $1.3 million in crypto.
Yep.
And are being charged for violating anti-fraud provisions.
So this is Eli Regalado. I don't even pronounce his name.
We just call him ER.
ER?
Old ER.
ER and Caitlin. Yeah, So, oh God, did you watch the highlight video of him talking about this?
No.
He did a video talking about, you know, what happened. And everything he said was like, well, you know what? God told me I should start a crypto exchange.
Yeah.
And then people started donating, like putting in money to it. And you know what? I didn't know how we were going to get any money out of this, but you know, God told me to do it, so I did it. And I continued to do it. And then at the end, God told me that I should take out the money and use it and pay half of it for taxes. Because I think I don't know if they didn't do like proper business taxes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end, they took out half, $1.2 million or whatever. They had to pay $600,000 to the IRS, and then God said they should do a reno on their house. It's like, wow, God was very generous to them.
God was extremely generous.
Yeah, it's just so stupid. I don't know what the fuck. Like, some of his quotes are here, like, the Lord said, I'm going to do a new thing. Then he took us into this cryptocurrency. That turned out to be a scam, so the Lord says, give that to them, and also give them a 10x. I'm like, where's the liquidity going to come from? The Lord says, trust me. Yeah, so it's just, oh my God. So as I say, oh my God there.
And then he's like, everything went downhill. From that point forward, we've been waiting on the Lord's literally. God, why can't I read that word? We're waiting for the Lord literally for a miracle.
Yes. But he's recording this video in his like expensive home with his beautiful view in the back of a lake they're sitting on.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, like, why wouldn't you move the camera into the closet?
Yes.
Or something. You know, I don't understand. Like, obviously, he is deluded.
And a buffoon, yes.
And also, like, thinks he's above the law. Because you know that when he gets, you know, goes to trial, found guilty, goes to prison, he's going to be like, God, works in mysterious ways. We don't question him. He told us to do a home remodel. So, we spent the money. Sorry to everyone that lost all their money, but this is what the Lord told us to do. The Lord
told us to do it.
It's
we did just it in favor of the Lord, in our faith.
Yeah, just a way to be like guiltless in your crimes, basically.
Yeah.
Think any like serial killers have done that?
Oh yeah. 100%.
But they don't say the Lord told them to do it. They say like the devil told me, but he told me when he was in the neighbor's dog.
I mean, Jesus and the Lord make you do some crazy things.
Like commit fraud?
Yes.
Oh, I guess they do that.
They do that. And sometimes they make you kill your neighbor's wife. I mean, it's like,
no, that's the devil.
It could be the Lord.
He was pretending to be the Lord.
Or the Lord pretending to be the devil.
No, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that.
I don't know. I don't know how religion works.
I kind of have a little idea how religion works.
I'm not a guy who believes in things like that. So.
No, I don't either. But I mean, I read the Bible a long time ago, so I have an idea.
It's a stunning read.
It's boring as fuck read.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like, and then Lucas begets Joseph, and Joseph beget whatever, another biblical name for like 5 fucking chapters.
Yeah, everyone's begetting everyone. Yeah. Stop spaghetti. That's spaghetti.
No more spaghetti. If I ever get caught for a crime, I'm gonna tell them the Lord told me to do it. Then you get to go to the loony bin.
Yes.
Or you get to go be released because it's part of your religion. I don't know how it works.
But you would have to have been practicing religion. I think they would see through you.
How would they know I wasn't practicing?
Because no one's ever seen you in a church.
No, but I do it at home.
Oh,
home worship.
Where's your shrine?
No, you don't shrine.
You gotta have a shrine. You gotta have a gold idol and a
no. That's an affront against God. You don't bear witness to false idols. Come on, if you were religious, you would know this.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a crazy video. I recommend people watch just the like mental gymnastics of being like, yeah, the God told me to.
God told me.
So does he talk to you in your mind?
Good question.
Do you hear a voice?
You just hard on your knees, just praying to God.
And what makes you so special that God talks to you?
He's a pastor.
Oh,
he's already got that hard God connection.
You think you have to be like a scammer to be a pastor? Like, if they weren't a pastor, would they be like doing confidence scams on the phone and stuff like that?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
But, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Oh my God. This guy also looks like Chris Benoit, the wrestler. So he's probably going to kill his family eventually.
Probably.
Too. That's slanderous. But the Lord told me to say it, so there's nothing he can do about it.
There's nothing any of us can do about it.
Exactly.
It was the Lord.
Pretty crazy story, though.
Yes.
Yeah, just to make a video, just basically lying. Like, why not just say, like, yeah, I wanted the money to do a home remodel? No, I'll just say the Lord said it. This is like some Joan of Arc shit. Like back in the day where Joan of Arc was like, yeah, God said I should be in control of the armies. Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, all right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there you go.
Fly at her.
Dude, if I was sent back in time, I'd be the fucking king of the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
You used to be like, oh, the Lord told me.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers.
And I'd be like, look at this. And I'd show him like fucking, I don't know what I could, I'd figure something out.
Yeah.
I'd show him how to
your
make
cell phone.
electricity or something like that. Just put some copper pipe in a vat of lemon juice. Give somebody a shock. Oh, he's a wizard.
Yep. That's lightning in a bottle.
Exactly. Beautiful. I love it.
Speaking of higher powers that work in mysterious ways,
There's
a new Twitch monetization update.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to make out like gangbusters because of these updates.
You sure are.
Yeah, dude.
You sure are. They are expanding the Partner Plus program.
Yes.
Which gives more streamers access to increased net revenue. Shares on, paid and gifted subs.
So I think that means they're going to. I think it is like there's in theory there's 3 levels on Twitch. There's like regular streamer, affiliate, and partner. Mm-hmm. But in the partner program, there was like the partners, and then there's like the real partners who get more money. Yep. So like there's like the XQC level, and then there's like other people level. Yep. Whereas the other level, you got more money, basically.
70-30 for the top level, 60-40 for the mid level.
Yeah, so they're going to expand it so you can get into the top level easier, I guess, is the idea.
Yeah.
They're also going to eliminate, there was apparently $100,000 cap on the revenue split of 70-30, where you get 70% and Twitch gets 30%. After that, it went down to the regular
60 or 60-40,
I think. So I was like, wow, imagine making $100K on Twitch. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's good for the big people again. Again, this is all like shit to help the bigger guys and not anybody.
Keep the rich.
A rinky dink. This is more like, the let's keep Shroud on Twitch change.
Yeah.
Let's have Shroud not go to Kick change,
Yes.
So, and they're changing the Prime Gaming payout based on the country. Before it was like, if I'm in Argentina and I have a Prime sub and I use it, you get the US amount.
Yes.
Or now it's like, no, you're going to get the Argentina amount.
Yeah.
Which is like 80 cents. Yeah. That doesn't really affect me.
No.
At all. Whatever. I don't think anyone from Argentina was giving me a sub. The only thing would be like how they're doing it with DSP on YouTube, is if it's a gifted sub, do you get? I think it just says Prime Gaming.
Yeah, this is just for your free Prime Gaming.
So I'm assuming that if someone in Argentina gifted,
yeah, because we pay American prices.
For subs. It doesn't matter then.
Yeah, this is just for that free Prime Gaming sub.
Probably costs $5 in Argentina a month or something like that, rather than $20 USD or whatever it is. Okay, so it's only for Prime Gaming.
Yeah, and the highest conversion rate from non-North America is $1.55.
Oh yeah,
or no, $1.80 in the UK.
That's it, eh?
Yeah. Huh. Whereas Canada, Puerto Rico, United States, $2.25.
Oh, well, that's pretty close, anyways. So
yeah, it's fairly.
Oh yeah, I was thinking incorrectly there. I was thinking of the Prime subscription price, not the Twitch subscription price. Because I was like, wow, you only get like $1.80 out of the $20.
Oh, $2.15 in Australia.
Oh, good eye, mate. Yeah, it's always more expensive in Australia.
Yep.
So you had to have like a certain number of points, which is sub points. So like one regular sub is 1 point. So they're saying now if you get 100 sub points for 3 consecutive months, you qualify for the 60-40 split.
The Partner Plus program.
Yes.
In the Partner
But that's
Plus program.
anybody. You don't have to be a partner to get it. That's the thing. They're changing it. Just because you're not a partner doesn't mean you can't get this now.
Yeah.
Because like who the fuck, like I think really they should just phase out the partner program.
Yeah. Probably.
Like they don't really need it at this point because like there's so many. Like it was different back in the day when they started it, where there was one partner.
Yeah.
And then there was 2 partners.
Yeah.
Now there's like thousands of partners. So it's like,
and one of those first partners,
Mhm.
Maximus Black.
There you go.
Yeah, both Maximus Black and Nova were one of the start of the partner program.
Yeah.
They both got in.
So it's just like, what's the partner program really doing with, they have all these other, like everything that was a partner perk is now open to everybody. Like before it was like, you need to be a partner to get like more sub badges. Mm-hmm. But now it's like, everybody has it. Same thing with like all this, you know, the emotes and everything.
Animated emotes. Everyone's got access to everyone.
So it doesn't really matter.
Even as a non-affiliate, you still get emote slots.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, you get 5.
Oh, okay. But they're like follower only in chat. Your chat. You probably can't use them elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So yeah, they change it. So it must, this revenue split must be 50-50, because if you get the 100 points 3 months in a row, you get 60-40. And then to get the 70-30, it's 300 points. And they're allowing partners, the affiliates, to qualify for these, because like let's say you can't become a partner for whatever reason. I don't know if there would be a reason why they wouldn't partner you. They want to allow affiliates to get this extra cash or whatever.
Yeah. Because
of their support from their community or whatever. So they're changing the name of the Partner Plus program to just called the Plus program, because it doesn't involve partners anymore. And it starts in May. So pretty interesting anyways. Of course I'm not getting $100,000 revenue cap on Twitch. No, I know it's crazy, right?
Yeah, that's wild, dude.
I know.
You should be there.
I agree. I should be. But it'd be nicer if they had more changes to help the smaller guys out. And like, you know what? Like, honestly, like, we don't get that many people watching us or whatever, but like, we are in the top, like, whatever it is.
Yeah.
2% of streamers.
Yeah, we're still in the top 2% of streamers because we stream. We stream consistently.
But we have
a consistent amount of viewers, and
we
and
have
subs
like
and stuff like that.
The average streamer has like 1 sub or something like that.
Yeah.
A month.
Yeah.
Whereas like we have more than that.
Yeah.
Like, so we're like not in the low echelon of it, but it's like the changes are all to the guys that have already succeeded, and they're already doing it like as a job, basically. So that's cool that they're doing it for these other people, but like, throw us a bone down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's going to be more trickle down economics, I guess. I don't know. Probably not. They're really, I don't know if they're scared of what's going on with Kick and all the other streaming platforms, YouTube, but they're doing a lot of changes to keep people on Twitch.
Yeah.
Like the whole multi-streaming thing, this money thing, you know, when they're trying to let people basically do softcore pornography.
Yeah.
They're just trying to keep everybody on Twitch.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't help that recently they laid off, like, we didn't talk about it, but they laid off like 600 people.
Oh.
Like last week or the week before. So yeah, a lot of changes going on in Twitch land.
Yes.
But like, what are 600 people doing at Twitch?
I don't know.
Like,
I'm looking at my social blade right now.
Yeah.
And in July of last year, I lost 34,117 channel views.
Okay, on YouTube?
No, on Twitch.
Oh, crazy.
Wow, what does that even mean?
Oh, that's because they removed the channel views.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not a thing anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I lost, my grand total was 34,000.
Yeah,
I lost
that was how many views your channel had in its lifetime, and then they stopped doing that. Yeah, they just got rid of that.
0 across the board, 0, 0, 0, and then negative 34,000 and 0, 0, 0, 0.
Yeah, that's when they removed that stat from Twitch. Because it was like, what the fuck cares how many people viewed your channel?
Right?
Doesn't mean anything. Just like followers, it doesn't mean jack shit.
Yep.
If a follower cost money, then it might be something of value, but it doesn't matter how many fucking followers you have.
No.
Except for 2 people that, I don't know, like, don't know what that means on Twitch. Because, like, a lot of the, like, joining, like, the Epic partner program for creator club or whatever the fuck code thing is.
Mhm.
It's always based on followers.
Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
like when I tried to sign up for it, it wouldn't let me. But you have to have 10,000 YouTube subscribers.
Yeah,
It's like that doesn't mean jack shit.
sure doesn't. The only thing that matters is how many views you're getting.
Yeah.
How many people
It's
are
easy to
watching at
get
the time?
followers.
Oh yeah.
Followers free. That doesn't take anything.
No,
So
it takes time to get a view.
yeah,
People got to commit. Gotta get in there.
Why the fuck would you watch this?
Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of
Very
Epic,
cool. Are we speaking of Epic?
yeah,
Oh yeah. You were just speaking of Epic.
yeah,
Fortnite. That is an Epic property that is epically done epically well
yes,
on Epic.
sure.
It used to be
Mhm.
a game that you could play on Apple devices.
Yeah,
And then iOS removed it because they were doing some shenanigans in the background. You could buy your V-Bucks not through the iOS store.
Mhm.
And Apple was not happy about that.
which is part of their contract.
It's part of their contract yet. And,
Yeah.
and Epic was like, nah, we're just gonna circumvent it a little bit here.
So then they're like, now you can get the fuck off iOS.
Yeah.
And then they're suing each other
Yeah.
because Epic's like, no, we're trying to be customer friendly. And Apple's being the big bad guy.
Yeah.
And Apple's like, well, you signed the contract, so get fucked. But because of the European Union,
Yep. And the new Digital Markets Act.
they have to allow alternate marketplaces on their device to sell it in Europe.
Yep.
So yeah, there's going to be Epic is going to be bringing the Epic Store, I guess, to iOS. So it's coming back
It's coming back, baby.
on the phone.
You're gonna be able to get your Play Store, your
Yep.
all the stores on iOS now.
Yeah. So it's a win for
Consumers,
consumers,
100%.
and
It's a win for 10-year-olds with no console.
Yep. I mean, you could still play it on your phone if you already had it.
Yeah.
Or you jailbroke your phone, I guess. Put it on there. But I mean, I wouldn't want to play Fortnite on a phone, but that's just me. But yeah, they're not doing it in America because America has no law. But I would not be surprised if America has a law shortly
Yeah.
to be like the same thing.
Usually takes a little while for America to catch up to Europe.
Well, yes, because there's less lobbying in Europe and it's way more consumer focused in Europe,
Yeah.
which is the way it should be. Shouldn't be fucking company focused about profits and bullshit, but
Yep.
America loves profits.
They do love profits.
Because there's a lot of things they did. Like, I think also Apple has to use USB-C
Yep.
in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
They can't
And
use
here
their-
now too, because it's easier.
Is it here too?
Well, yeah, there's no point in changing the manufacturing to put in the regular thing.
Yeah,
So
I guess
all
so.
new Apple products now will have USB-C everywhere.
So that's another plus for consumers.
Mm-hmm. Don't have to buy that damn cable.
I always thought that was fucking stupid as shit from
Oh,
Apple.
yeah.
Like I get an iPod and has this fucking weird ass like long it's like, why not USB, man?
Yeah, everything.
It's USB on the other end.
There was a time, in the early days of cell phones where everyone was using whatever proprietary thing
God,
that happened.
no
and then
kidding.
everyone standardized
Yeah.
for like the past 10 years or whatever
Yeah.
to USB.
To USB, whatever.
Either micro or mini.
It's-
And it took Apple
Hmm.
a court ruling in
Yeah.
Europe to be like, you have to use this.
Well, it's
connector.
because they could sell you an Apple cable.
Yeah.
That's like
Oh, yeah,
the
100%.
thing. But it's kind of crazy that when cell phones first came out, it was like everyone had
It's the
their
Wild
own
West.
fucking connector.
It was wild.
I remember at the store we had like it was like a kit, a charging kit, and it had like 10 different adapters in it. So you could like plug in whichever phone type you had.
Yeah.
It's like, holy fuck, dude, that's crazy. And it's crazy how long it took us to figure out USB-C.
Yeah.
Like, why wasn't the first person making the first USB like, oh, you know what it should be? If you plug it in upside down or right ways up, it'll plug in.
Yep.
Like, no. And even after that, they got USB mini and micro, and they're all fucking like, no, it has to plug in the correct way.
Yeah. Only the correct way.
And then they finally were like, oh, USB-C, what a brilliant idea. God damn.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, Europeans, enjoy your Fortnite. I'm not gonna play it even if it was available. I mean, I could play it right now.
Yep. You sure could.
I'm not going to.
Yeah. Well, we're not. We're not
Though-
phone gamers. We're not.
Apparently, Harmonix or whatever are doing like Rock Band in Fortnite. It's a Fortnite festival, but you can't use a control. Like a guitar controller yet.
No, it's been out for a couple months now.
Because I heard about it and I was like, oh fuck, let me get my guitar, but no, it only uses keyboard.
Yeah,
so far,
lame.
Well, I'm sure if I plugged in a controller, I could probably
remap everything.
Yeah,
I would imagine so.
But I want it to be like it figures it out on its own.
Yeah, don't want any shenanigans. Just get it done.
Because I was like, oh shit, maybe I will install Fortnite. So eventually, I'll install Fortnite.
Then you can play Lego Fortnite tue.
So
you'll be too busy playing Pal World.
What should I play, Lego Fortnite or Pal World?
Pal World.
Yeah.
No one's playing Lego Fortnite anymore. As soon as Pal World came out, it's done.
Well, there's other survival games I see people in now too. Enshrouded, though.
Yeah. I don't know what Enshrouded is. I see a lot of people playing it. But
Don't know. Looks interesting.
Yes.
It looks interesting.
Look, I'm gonna get some liquid.
Oh my god. Can't even wait for Plamic Club. Now only subs count? No. So it's different than partner. They're going to let you get the partner payout, but not be a partner if you have enough subs.
Yeah, if you maintain 100 subs over 3 months.
Yeah, if you have 100 sub points, so you could have like 30 tier 3s plus 10 regulars.
Yeah.
You'll have the 100 points, and then if you get it 3 months in a row, then you'll qualify to get the 70-30 split. But if you want to become a partner with the little check mark, you still need the 70 views and everything like that. It's just subs for the payout, basically.
Yeah. And it's the 100 sub points is within the realm of possibilities for just like an affiliate, because I've had 100 sub points before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. Definitely. But you have to have it 3 months in a row, then you qualify for the split. And then it's more for like people that like get a lot of gifted subs and have less than 70 views, basically. Yeah. So Frank, the cutest king. Frank is back. We play the Pal World. 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 We play Pally. I don't. Is this the theme song or something?
No. I don't know what song he's got in his head for that.
Okay.
But I tried to figure it out last night, but I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, okay.
No. We play the Pally World.
Is it like One Piece?
Could be.
It's the Walmart Ghetto song. I don't know.
Wally World?
I don't know.
We go to Wally World. 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 I don't know.
Private Arms License World? Yeah, that's the Canadian version. I played it all the time on my stream.
I played it all the time on my stream.
I've outed myself as never actually watching your streams.
What? It's amazing.
I know. Why would I do that? Pretend to watch your stream.
Yeah, you should just watch it for real.
I know.
It's actually pretty good.
I sent a gift your way, Kirby. What does that mean? On Discord?
Disco kittens? Disco biscuits.
Let's see here. It's a spoon? Oh, to eat the shit right out of his ass? I don't see anything. Nothing on Snapchat. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, on Steam. Okay,
Steam
I guess I'm doing a stream of this game.
What's it called?
Why? I'm familiar with this game. It's called Disco Elysium.
Oh, Disco Elysium.
Yeah. I guess I'll be streaming Disco Elysium. Okay. Any particular reason why? Thank you, sir. Any particular reason why? Oh, is this Wally World here?
I think you're going to like this game.
The bounce / twerk video, Mr. Ghetto. I gotta hear this. Oh, you know what? Oh my god. Okay, hold on a second here. I gotta find something. Let's see here.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like this game. I mean, it's in your want list.
Exactly.
Welcome to the club.
I saw it was on sale and it was on your wish list, so I thought I'd get you if you gotten me some games. Well, I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. I will stream it. We don't go to the club to get the new. We go to Walmart. Walla. I will add it to the queue here for a stream sometime here. I'm gonna wrap up Yakuza first though.
Yes.
But I will definitely enjoy. Thank you. Hopefully it runs. The last 2 games I've been gifted.
That's a pretty new game.
But I mean, I couldn't play the Crash Bandicoot game because it just would not display properly.
Weird.
And also,
but that's a port.
Also, 5 Dates. I was gifted that by Epic, and it would not work on my computer. I had to buy it on Xbox. Curb wants to play with Yakuza. Exactly. They really did that on American Dad? They did, but they didn't use that Wally World. That's overdubbed. But they did like a custom sound that was very much like that of that song. But that is like an actual American Dad clip. There's so many good jokes on American Dad. Did you see the one where someone drinks Stan's Monster Energy drink and he gets really upset with Steve because he thinks Steve did it? And he calls him a cuck. Later, cucks. It's classic. Classic.
All right. Let's continue.
Let's wrap her up with game. Climate Club.
Climate Club.
Yep.
Hang on. Delete this.
Climate it up, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, Game Club.
Yep.
Each week, we play a video game. We play a chapter, a segment, or a timed interval of that game. And then we talk about it live on stream.
Yes.
And on the podcast.
Yeah.
And this is an activity. It's like a book club, but it's a game club. We play play a little bit, and then we talk about it. Yeah. And you can join us as well playing the game.
You can join us, you dirty fuckers.
There is a link down below to the Purple Room Studios Discord. You can join in and go to the forum post.
Yep.
And you can post about your experience every week of the chapter that we've played.
Yeah.
Or you can go to twitch.tv/StreamVoidPod or the YouTube and or Facebook equivalent.
Yeah.
And interact with us there.
What he said.
We'll talk about it live on stream.
Yeah, what he said.
Yes. And of course, this week we are continuing our adventures through the Himalayas. I don't know what it is. No, it's in.
I don't think it's the Himalayas.
No, I don't think so either. And we're playing Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
And it's
Lara Croft.
And Lord Croft. And Maya. And Emily.
Sophia.
Yeah. Yes.
And Jacob.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah, we did 2 chapters because the first little section of the mines was very short.
And they're not really chapters.
No, they're
just
more just
locations.
Areas. Yeah. So every time we progress to a new location, that's where we stop.
Yeah.
But we did the mines, and then we did the geothermal valley.
Yes. The mines were interesting. There's a lot of like old, I don't know, World War II-esque equipment in all these areas we're going to.
Yeah.
It takes place in like Russia, like, you know, in the Siberian wilderness, basically.
Oh yeah, in Siberia.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of like old tech that they sort of like went in there and they're like, oh, it's getting cold. Well, leave it behind. Let's get out of here. So you find a lot of like old trucks and crashed planes and trains and all that shit.
Yeah.
And this one we have to get through to wherever. We're going to the village.
Yeah, we're going through the village. We have to progress through the mines to get to the village of the people of the Vale.
And that's all we know, really.
Yeah, essentially. They've been living there in the valley, protecting the source and or the other stuff that the what's his name?
Prophet.
The Prophet has left behind.
He's not Jesus.
He's not Jesus. He's just the prophet.
Yeah.
Generic prophet. 101.
It's pretty sacrilegious what he's doing, though.
Yes.
The mine was cool. I liked it. I could see on the map, like, I was like, how am I going to get up to this area? I know there's a treasure up here, but, you know, maybe I have to go another way or whatever.
Yeah.
And you do, like, wrap around the whole area, underneath, above, and you end up in the same spot.
Yeah.
I murdered a lot of guys.
Yes,
So
there
much
are a lot
murdering.
of guys here to murder.
Oh, yeah. I've been headshotting them with arrows nonstop, dude. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good time.
They're so like, oh, we're under attack. Look around, get shot in the head again. It's pretty fun.
Stealth arrows.
I did. I died a couple times to jumps.
Yes.
Like, oops, why did Laura not grab that? I swear I jumped the right way.
I did a few exploratory jumps. Like, can I
yeah.
grab this? Nope.
Yeah.
Sure can't.
I did die to, eventually we get fight our way through and we come up out of like what's a well kind of into the first area.
The main giant chamber
Yeah.
with the giant
And there's a guy with
openness and a door.
a shield that comes out to fight you.
Oh, yeah.
And the first time I was like, I accidentally grabbed the bottle, but didn't make it into a Molotov. And I just threw an empty bottle at him. So I didn't really do anything.
No, you just got them covered in alcohol.
No, I don't even think there's alcohol. I think it's just empty. But anyways, so they killed me. So the other guy up top is like chucking grenades at you and like it's just, you know, mayhem. So I died there. I retried it and then I grabbed the bottle again, but I missed throwing it. So then I was like, fuck, dodging around. I'm like, where are these grenades coming from? So I saw, oh, there's guys on the ledge up here attacking me. So I'm like, stood still and just started shooting them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, grenade! They threw a grenade. And the guy with the shield was so stupid, he just like walked on top of the grenade. So he got blown the fuck up. And then that I got through there the second time, thankfully pretty easily, because it was a pain the first time.
Yeah. In this area, this is the first area that you go through where there is a tool on the ground.
Oh yeah. That was the thing. Immediately you find like the upgrade tool.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh fuck.
You can purchase it from the outfitter back in like.
No.
You can't?
No, that's the next upgrade
tool.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, because so when you're doing your weapons, there's and your upgrades, there's one tier of upgrades and then another tier, there's 4 tiers of upgrades within that, and you need a different tool to do each different tier. But as soon as you unlock that tool, then you can use that tool for the second tier, which is the one we're on.
I think it doesn't matter which tool you buy, it'll just unlock the next tier.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I didn't even see that other tool until I went back this time.
Oh.
Because I was like, oh, I've got some coins, I'll go buy something. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get the like laser sight for my machine gun. And so I finished and I'm like, oh, what's this over here that I never looked at? I'm like, it's the fucking tool. I spent all my goddamn coins.
I knew that tool has been there the entire time, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want the tool, but I kind of don't want the tool. I want these other cool upgrades first. Yeah. But now I'm like, crap, I need the tool.
Yeah, so I didn't see it till after I bought an outfit and the fucking laser scope, so I had no money left. So I was like, fuck.
That's unfortunate.
We also got the combat knife in here.
Yes.
So the combat knife let us cut rope, which I don't know why I couldn't just use an arrow. I can skin an animal with an arrow.
Skin an animal with an arrow for sure.
Can't cut a rope with it. Anyways.
You can skin a whole bear with an arrow.
The bear takes a little longer to skin than the other animals for sure. But after we get through here, we end up in the geothermal valley, which is like paradise in the mountains.
Yes.
There's all sulfur water everywhere, but it's warmed everything up.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to prepare to fight the Ruskies with these fools.
Trinity.
Yes.
Are they Ruskies?
Well, I guess, I don't know. Maybe.
They're mixed.
Yeah. But before I did that, I was like, well, I'm going to go get those treasures that I saw earlier in the game that I couldn't get with my combat knife. And then it was like, oh, whoop-de-fucking-do. Who cares?
Are those treasures ones that actually show up on the map as treasures?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
They're not.
I think they're just like caches.
Yeah, it was like I opened the one. It's like, I got 2 nuts.
Ooh.
So I went down and got the raft one where you have to like cut the rope of the raft and then you float over to the thing.
I didn't go back and do that.
Well, and then there was the little mini sawmill ones, you know, that there was the platform you could cut and it would drop down. And then there was that other one that's hanging there. There's the big platform and then there's a little box hanging. And I was like, how the fuck do I get the little box? Like, what the fuck? I cut down the other one. It lets me do it, but I'm like above it looking, what the fuck do I do? And then I was like, oh my God, do I just burn this fucking thing down? So I found a bottle, threw a Molotov at it, and it burns. It falls to the ground.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God. So, but yeah, it was like nothing again. But it was funny when I went to that one. I just ran up, jumped up, climbed a ladder, stopped, looked around. Where do I climb to get to the top? And then I get to the top and I hear a guy like, hey, what's going on with the our preparations for whatever we're doing here? And I was like, are there just bad guys below me?
Yeah, they actually respawn.
Yeah, but they didn't see me when I was just running around the whole area.
You're just turboing around, climbing up on stuff. They're like, whatever.
So then I was like, oh, is this a bad guy? And I put my arrow over him. I'm like, that turned red.
Turned red.
I shot him all in the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a little like disappointing.
Yeah, I unfortunately didn't have a lot of time to.
I didn't either. I played for
I had a lot of time, but I chose to play Power World instead.
Oh, yeah.
And the finals.
I played for like 2.5 or 3 hours, something like that.
Yeah,
so.
I did that about as well. I was gonna, because I played on Saturday after I dropped the wife off ice fishing.
Yeah.
And then I played a little bit, got all the way through, got my finals dailies in and stuff like that. But yeah, when you go into the Geothermal Valley and then you pop the map open, you're like, this is a big map.
Yeah.
That's a big area.
So my thought was, okay, I need to get through this area. So let me do the main story and then I'll come back and clear up anything that pops up, which I did. So the whole thing is, we have to like light the fires of Gondor.
Yeah, gotta light the beacons of Gondor.
Yeah, to alert everybody in the valley that, you know, bad guys are coming, because these guys they don't have a radio.
Yeah. Oh, we find out that at the start of this, when you get into the valley, that the girl who harassed you at the beginning of the game, who was like, "Get out of my valley, I'm gonna kill you," that's actually the daughter of Jacob.
So she says father.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's his daughter. But then I was like, is this like a religious thing?
It could be.
Like, he's not actually her like biological dad. Like, he's like a religious type father. Because I kind of get the feeling like, you know, they're making Trinity off to be like bad guys, you know, like they're executing people and everything like that, you know, take no prisoners. But I kind of get the feeling like, oh, we're going to be fighting this Jacob guy at the end of the game too.
Oh yeah,
because he's going to be some sort of other religious dipshit.
Yeah, because we're helping the village now, but they're also not willing to help us find any of the stuff that we're looking for, because they're there to protect it.
Yeah,
they don't want anyone else finding the source. And we find out in this area that there is an atlas that is essentially a map to the source, to the city that has the source within it.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be Katesh.
Oh.
So we have to go through like the fires of Gondor. We have to climb a tower and light it up, which was, I mean, Loris just doesn't jump where you want her to go sometimes, or she won't like use her axe and grab the thing properly.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
And I'll just fall to my death and be like, Laura,
what are you doing?
But it's okay because you like spawn like right there.
Yeah.
So it's fine. But it's just like, I did not jump like that, Laura. Like, come on.
And we get to now this tower we're gonna light on fire is a massive wooden structure that's on top. It's a stone structure with like wood platforms to get up, but the tower on top is a huge wooden like spire to light on fire. It's a one-use deal. There's no way they're gonna be able to get wood back up there.
You jump on the crane at the end to light it up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So they could do it again.
They could do it again.
But like, yes, it was like, wow, this is a lot of work up here.
Find the controls to use the crane.
Well, it's manual, of course.
Yeah. Like spider climb your way up there.
You're tied to a chicken. So did you pick up a chicken?
I did not pick up a chicken. Okay. No.
One of the missions is like, put the chickens in the corral.
I only
So I was carrying a chicken around by his feet trying to find a corral, but I couldn't find it.
I didn't do any of the side quests in there yet.
I found a few, but I didn't do them. So the first one I found was like there's these red and white targets that are swinging in the wind.
Oh yeah, I saw one.
So
underneath the bridge.
I shot that one with my bow and my gun and everything. I tried to set it on fire. Maybe I didn't shoot it with a regular arrow. Maybe that was my problem.
Oh yeah, when we get to the top of the tower to light the fire, we get the fire arrows, ability to make fire.
So
arrows.
it's possible I didn't use a regular arrow because I did shoot it a bunch and nothing happened.
I shot one with a regular arrow and nothing happened.
Okay, so that's not. Something should happen.
Yeah, I think something needs to trigger.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah. Because I found another one and I was like, well, let me try to shoot this one, and I hit it with an arrow, and it immediately was like, oh yeah, shoot all the targets.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's 6 targets.
Yeah.
But
the one I was trying to shoot was under a bridge.
Yeah, me too. And I couldn't hit it. Well, I hit it, but nothing happened. Yeah. Because when I put my arrow lined up on it, it turned red.
Oh.
And I would hit it and nothing happened.
So I guess that one doesn't trigger it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
But I did another one where I had to shoot some drones.
Drones?
Yeah, there's drones scanning the valley.
Oh, interesting.
That was after you do the mission where you have to get them into the crypt or whatever the fuck it's called. No, no, it's not the crypt. It's the catacombs or whatever. I can't remember what they call it.
I can't remember either. Something similar.
You have to like break in there and blow
Necropolis.
a door. Necropolis. You have to blow a door open, which I didn't realize was like the end of the area.
Yeah.
So I played it for a little more, and then I was like, wait, where am I? It's like, oh, I've gone too far.
I played all the way until above Laura's head it said the Necropolis, and then I was like, okay.
Oh, I didn't see that. I must have missed it. So I was running around in there a little bit doing stuff, and then I was like, oh, wait, I think I've gone too far. And then I went back into the valley and started messing around doing some other things. So I went into like, oh, there's a side tomb here. Let me go do that. And I go in and I did it, and I got like something for when I'm hunting animals, it'll show me their heart.
Oh,
so if
interesting.
I'm looking for a deer, if I cursor over, it'll be like, there's the heart, and you can do maximum damage to it.
What tomb was that? Side quest. Tomb thing.
Well, there's like 4 tombs in this map, and you can only do 2 of them.
Okay, I only did 1 of them.
Because the other 2, I'm like, oh, I found the other one, the entrance, and Laura's like, nah, I can't do it unless I get the wire.
The wire?
Yeah. So I need some sort of wire thing.
Oh, weird.
And then I started swimming in another one, and I'm like, no, I need a rebreather.
Yeah, 2 of them I tried to do were rebreathers.
Oh, maybe it wasn't a tomb for the wire one, but it was something where I was trying to go into like,
there's always like new stuff.
So I was like, I need a wire. What? Like something. So that kind of sucked a little bit. I fought a bear.
Yes, I did that bear as well.
And he just came out of nowhere. So I just fucking pulled on my machine gun and
came out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, I'm walking into a cave and he's like,
so I could hear him snuffling about.
No, I didn't hear him. So I pulled out my gun and just unloaded like 100 rounds into him. What else was going on here? Yeah. After you go back into the, did you go back into the valley? You just stopped.
No, I stopped as soon as I hit the thing. And then when I play it again, I'm going to go back into the valley and start doing stuff.
The valley's a little more burnt the second time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It was not as nice to look at when you go back into it.
It's too bad.
Yeah. It was cool when you were like doing the fight to like get him out of the valley, when you're like making your way down to where everybody is, and there's like the helicopter shooting missiles and they're like blowing up and stuff. It looked cool as hell, but again, it gets to the point, well, maybe it's after your point or whatever. No, it's at the end of the what was the area before the geothermal valley called?
The mines?
The mine. Another thing at the end where it's like, you better run, Laura. Everything's falling down around you.
Yeah, there's
like,
a lot of
I'm
that.
getting, this is like, there's been too many of these.
I think they're fine.
But it has no impact now. I'm just like, oh yeah, shit's exploding.
No,
I'll jump.
fine.
Who cares?
There's 2 in the mine.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one at the start and one at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's just like, these are losing their impact for me. It's just like every level has one. It's like, whatever. The little optional tombs are nothing. They're not too difficult or anything like that.
Definitely not.
I did enjoy in the mine, like having to like crank up the like giant cup to catch the water and then having it pull down everything and then running out. That was interesting.
There was the one optional one that I did where it stumped me for 10 minutes or
And
so.
what was that one?
Where I couldn't figure out what to do. There was one where you had to like do the same thing, fill the cup, it drops down, and then you can jump up on the platforms and go across. It's really short. But I was like, what am I supposed to do here? Because
you have to pull
you pull the barrel out,
and then you shoot into the platform as it comes down, and you hook it to the other barrel thing.
Yeah, you took it to the barrel thing. I was trying to hook the barrel thing up to the other side. I was like, okay, well, you obviously shoot this one, hook the barrel up, and then you can jump across while it's still timed. But the first
thing you have to do is hook the other platform to the broken. Yeah. And
I thought I would hook when that one would go up, I would hook it to the barrel, and then it would stay up there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how do I get this barrel to shoot anything that's rope?
Yeah. Okay.
But then I'm like, oh, I have to shoot the bucket.
Yeah. What did we get for that one?
You got an ability to heal faster.
Oh, right. Yeah. The other one I did let me see the heart of an animal, which I used immediately because I went out into the valley and it was like, there's a rare animal near me, and I was like, oh, okay, and I look and I'm like, oh, there's a deer, and I'm like, it's far away, but the deer just always doesn't matter what you do, it just runs away.
Yeah,
but he ran so far down and he stopped. And I was like, oh, I can barely see its heart. Can I hit it from here? And I hit it right in the heart. One shot.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Nice.
And I got 2 pristine pelts.
Oh, 2 for 1. That's 2 for 1.
Yeah,
Beauty.
Exactly. So we saw, I don't even know what the bad guy's name is, but we saw a cutscene of him in the church.
Yes.
Like, we've been repelled. And, he's like, again, I should have killed Laura. You've just got too much. I don't know. You're feeling too much like, I don't know, nostalgia for her. You should have let me kill her. And then she's like, no, maybe, this is the way it's supposed to be. And then he prays for a bit. And of course he thinks he's a god figure. So he's like, I've been through so many hardships, God. What are we going to do here? And he's like squeezing his hands really hard, and his self-inflicted stigmata starts to bleed. And he's like, okay, I guess we're going to do it with blood.
Do it with blood.
And then, that's sort of the way the story's going anyways.
Yeah. What the hell is his name?
He's already been doing it with blood.
Constantine.
Yeah. Rah Constantine. Yeah, we've already been doing it with blood.
Oh yeah, that's all he's been doing is with blood.
So,
the entire time.
I think I've killed way more people than Trinity has.
Probably.
Like, I've killed like 100 dudes.
They just keep coming.
Yeah. And I've done it with like not even a wink of emotion.
All right.
Just like, arrow in the eye.
Arrow in the eye, arrow in the butt.
Oh, this guy's wearing a helmet. Break his helmet, arrow in the eye. Yeah. In this chapter, I shot a bunch of guys in the leg to kill them because there's an achievement to kill 10 guys by shooting them in the legs. So I did that.
I've got my AK all silenced.
Oh, you're an AK boy?
So I've been AKing it a little bit in this chapter.
No, I only use that on animals. True psychopath style.
Yeah.
No,
the bear's coming.
Yeah, the bear's coming. It's like pull out the AK, start blasting.
If there's a lot of guys coming at me at once, then I pull out the AK.
No, I just bow it up all the time. They always die just like one shot. Though I did try to AK the guy's toes that was using the shield, but you couldn't hit his toes.
No.
He wouldn't let you.
No.
I really wanted to shoot off his toes though. Yeah, so I didn't have enough time to play as much as I should have, but I got through the story anyways. I was on to Yakuza. I wanted to really get Yakuza done.
I didn't have enough time either.
Yeah.
I was hoping to play a lot more on Saturday, but I just ended up running out of time.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I woke up and I was like, I'm going to have breakfast, start streaming, and then lunchtime, I'm going to quit, have lunch, and come back after. Which is what I did. But I came back to Yakuza.
Yakuza.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm liking it a lot.
Yep. Still liking it.
I have Laura dressed up as the Baba Yaga still, so she looks pretty cool.
I did dress her up so I could do the get that achievement.
Yeah.
That's
well, I didn't even know it was an achievement until I got it. Because I equipped that, and then I was like, I'll use this night witch bow or whatever it is, because it has a long hold time.
Mm-hmm.
And it gave me an achievement for wearing the Baba Yaga outfit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. That's cool.
Word.
I like that. So, yeah. We'll see how much we're going to play through this time. I don't know how long this next area is going to be. But I don't know, maybe... hopefully it will get like a rebreather or a wire.
Yeah.
So we can do
I'm gonna have to go back and get all the other treasures from the other areas.
Yeah.
Now that I've got the combat knife.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
I don't think there's that many that are combat knife required in the earlier areas. Besides, like, the little rinky-dink ones that who gives a shit about.
And the flags. You can take down the flags.
Oh, right. I forgot about the flags.
The only flag cut.
Yeah, but what's that going to get you?
I don't know. Probably just, it's probably just one of those missions.
I found a side quest where a woman was like, I'm an old bag. She's not that old. But I need to go into caves and find our history. And I hear you can do that. Yes. You should do that for me. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then she's like, wow, my scouts say you've already done a bunch.
Yep.
So she gave me a bunch of shit. Like I did like over half of them already.
Yeah. I got 50 coin out of that.
Yeah. So I have a few more, but I don't think I can do them until I get the rebreather and stuff like that. So
she's like, I don't know. These gold coins aren't worth anything to me.
Yeah.
Have some gold coins.
Yep.
I guess you don't need gold coins when you're in the valley.
Nope. You're fulfilled by the Lord's word.
Yes, you are.
You don't need money.
Yes.
Yeah. I recommend it still.
Yes.
It's fun.
Guys. This is a club. It's a game club.
Yeah, it is.
We invite you to come and share your experiences with the game on the chapters. Play along with us. Normally, the games that we play are either on Game Pass or they were given away for free on Epic. And if you didn't claim on Epic because you didn't want to install another launcher,
what's wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
They're giving away. I have over 300.
Yeah, it's crazy.
300 free games on Epic. Yeah. After, they're just giving them away. It's just the thing.
I'm more surprised now when it's like, do I have this game on Epic? And I look and I'm like, wow, they didn't give me that game for free?
Yeah, right?
For sure they did.
Right?
Yeah.
They're going to run out of free games to give away.
Nah.
Yeah, probably not. So you can join us live on Twitch, twitch.tv/StreamvoidPod, or you can leave your experiences in the Discord. Link is down below. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I might need to redo the link.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because it broke.
Yeah. One broken link later.
Yes. One broken link later. Yeah. We'll fix it up. And that's going to bring us to the end of this podcast. If you like what you heard, make sure you leave a review. Make sure you give us a rating. Leave a thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing.
Yeah. All those things.
Yes. And don't forget patreon.com/StreamvoidPod to support this podcast with your hard-earned dollar dues.
Yeah, do it.
Because you love what we do.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we will see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Very good.
We've done it.
Jude Job Gentleman. Whoa.
Jude Job Gentleman.
Triple J. Jeff Jarrett. Double J.
Okay.
No, Jeff Jarrett was JJ. Jeff Jarrett. Congrats. Thank you. Feels good. Feels real good. Yeah. Hoping that maybe I'll do some more Yakuza tonight.
I am going to do a test stream tonight.
Of?
Whatever.
Why? Why are you testing?
Well, I'm going to get Restreamio.
Oh, it's easy.
And do a tester.
It's easy.
Trying to get everything going. I'm going to need to get overlays for Kick.
Overlays?
Yeah. So that my Kick notifications come up on the screen.
Oh. There's only one Kick bot, I think.
Oh. Kick bot.
And it's like, you have to join their Discord.
Okay.
Sucks.
Yes. I'll have to figure out, my screen placements and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I gotta go to the store, I think. See about Kickbot doesn't kick butt. No, it does not.
Sucks butt.
Yeah, it's a butt sucker.
Butt suck bot.
What was I gonna say? I gotta go to the store.
I should probably go to the store.
Yeah. It's always a good time. That's about it, really. I don't have any plans. Other than that. See about Yakuza. See how I feel when I get home.
Hey, rib.
This chair is not like that as bad as mine for like ribrageousness.
Yeah. Doesn't have the classic hold you into your seat sides.
Not really, no.
It has a racing seat wood.
Yeah. Finished playing with Yakuza. I'm trying. I really want to move on to Infinite Wealth.
Infinite Wealth.
And just to see how the story compares to DSP's life.
You have to now.
Yeah.
It's literally within the contract.
Yeah, exactly. God, he's just demented.
The Dementor.
Yep. That's about it.
I could eat some food.
Yeah, I guess maybe. Infinite Wealth, a DSP story. Exactly. Exactly.
I gotta edit the podcast too.
He was demented.
To the Dementor.
Well, upload the unedited audio too, so I can try to link him up.
Sounds good.
See if I can make it work. Free spoon with every purchase. I did a comment on, there was a video from one of the detractor channels, and it was about his little rant about that, and going off and telling people to eat shit out of his asshole. And I just said, my comment was like, DSP, the notorious scat lover, almost certainly re-upped his WWE network subscription after the recent Vince McMahon allegations came out. And it was like the most liked comment on the video. So, but he is a notorious, he always makes jokes about licking shit and eating shit and spraying shit everywhere. It's kind of gross.
Yes. Disgusting.
Indeed. And with that, I think we're going to eat a McRib next weekend.
Yes.
As long as it actually comes out.
Yes. And as long as there's stock.
Or come play Pal World. I'll be hopefully playing Pal World this coming week. But it's just been the Yakuza, trying to get through Yakuza.
It's a slog.
It's not a slog. It's just like there's so much shit. There's so much shit in it.
Yeah.
And like every time it's like, all right, I've cleared everything. It's like, oh, there's more. Here's another side story. And there's like all the characters, you can increase their like connectivity with Kasuga by going on having drinks with them. And then they have a life story they tell you, and you have to like solve their problem. And then it's like, oh, I can go on a date with this girl. And oh, wow, I found the driving range. Let's go to the driving range. And now I've gone to Sotenbori. So I'm in like,
oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm in Majima's old stomping grounds. It's only half the map.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I'll yell at any spoilery chatters for you. No, you won't, because you're not on YouTube. So that's not going to happen.
Get stuffed.
Yeah.
Just start deleting spoiler comments. Make a mod on YouTube. You delete the spoiler comments. Just every chat has to go through mods.
Oh yeah, it has to be approved.
Has to be approved.
No, I think I'll just say, ouch, burned. I will, no, Pal World is going to be on Twitch. I'll just have to say like, hey, like, I know it wasn't intentional, but like, that was a spoiler. I didn't know that. Like,
if you tell me I need to press B to jump, that's a spoiler.
Sometimes it's okay. Like, some people will be like, hey, you should really go in this restaurant. Like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why wouldn't, now I know something's going to happen. Why wouldn't you let me do it on my own? You know? Whereas like when Bobby was doing it, he was like, hey, don't forget, there's that, you can go talk to Ari at the bar. That was the last thing you said before the stream ended. That you were going to go talk to her. And I was like, oh yeah, right. I'll go do that. And then I finish it and it's like, oh, she's a new character I can add to my team. So he just reminded me of what I was going to do, you know?
Yeah.
So anyways.
Ban chatters.
You'll ban chatters? You should make a YouTube account and you can ban chatters on YouTube. How about that? Hope it wasn't too bad last night, Mikey. Tank, were you bad last night? Was he a bad boy?
Oh no, Tank was fine.
Okay.
I think
you got the pass.
Tiny was worse.
Oh yeah? For what?
Just saying stuff on how to do it.
Oh, spoiler. Oh, optimum time?
Optimum time, yeah.
Build this here, do this there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Optimum time.
Which was, it was all right.
Yeah. Don't do this. You're going to get this soon. That's my least favorite.
Yeah.
That was during Terraria. Don't build that. You're going to get a better one shortly. So, fuck you. How about that?
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah. We'll, what will we be? We will be Pal Worlding, hopefully. I don't know. I'll have to see. I don't know what day. But you'll see me go live with it anyways. Yeah.
Indeed.
We should go so I can go.
Sounds good.
Thanks everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a sexy day, everybody.
Not too sexy though.
Yeah, not too sexy. Just a little bit sexy. Excuse me. I hope they got that.